Good morning, everybody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Jim Weller here, and it's another edition of Weller Does Delmarva. Each and every Saturday morning, you are afforded the opportunity to tune in and listen to and watch Weller Does Delmarva. This is a lively show. It's a live show. It's unscripted. It's unrehearsed, and I'm not even a paid professional. So it's Weller Does Delmarva, and we're going to have different guests on today, maybe some giveaways and lots of interesting things. We got some things to tell you about and some surprises. We got some surprises today. So I'm getting there. I haven't talked for a whole week, by golly. We have to take a picture real quick just to appease Linda, who's trying to appease me.
It's hard to keep her happy around here.
It is. She's very demanding. Very demanding. So anyway, Colin, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Dan did a good job last week filming.
I thought all of you did a good job. There was a lot of challenging circumstances, and it took more prep.
About them.
Yeah, more prep for the show. So I thank you and Hunter and Colin and Jonathan and your whole team of people for making it happen.
Yeah, don't thank Colin. He wasn't here last week. So
well, he plays a role anyway. Just knowing he's even available for a phone call.
He said, Jim's not going to be here. I don't even want to be here.
Doesn't even want to be here. Yeah. Well, that makes me feel good. So anyway, but Dan did do a good job.
He did.
And, had a lot of good comments on the show. So if somebody's listening right now and you missed all that, just go to the Facebook page for Weller Does Delmarva.
The Facebook page.
Watch last week's show, by golly.
Right, yeah.
All right, so how is the TV Delmarva world going?
It's going good. Yeah, going good.
Anything
right after
new?
this show, there's a new episode of the Reporters Weekly coming on right after.
He's doing a great job with that.
They are, yes.
It's a whole team of them.
Yeah.
Right. I keep saying he, and you just keep saying they. But yes, they are. But I did notice, I don't know if he's going to have any of this in today's report, but the protest up in Dover was really good. They put together a good segment on that, but he was up there videoing. So anyway,
but yes, so that'll be part of it. There's 3 stories today, and I can't remember what they are. I went over them the other day,
one was
and we talked about them, and we approved all of them.
And you slept since then.
And I have slept since then.
And it's all been erased.
Yeah, if you say it, I might remember it. But if you say it,
I can't remember, but I remember the protest about the thing for Del Tech or the college or whatever.
Yeah, I think the vote on masking in Milford might be a small story. There might be 4 stories this week that we have in there. So because Milford School District did vote.
Yeah,
the school board
6-1 or 5-1 or something.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
6-1,
Didn't you stream the whole thing?
We did, yes.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good too.
Yep, we had lots of people thank us for that, and thank us for our coverage, and thank us for our coverage of different events. And they're saying, you guys seem to be covering things that nobody else is covering.
Well, everybody else is stepping back now. They're just letting you take over.
Yeah.
In other words,
I don't know about that, but we are definitely covering things from a different angle than the other news stations are. And they're doing a good job, with what they do. But we're just doing it a little bit differently because
different energy level.
Just
wanting to go out there and get it. You got these young men working with you, and they are just go-getters, and they just are. They're making their way. They're making their careers. I mean, this is exciting.
And we say, we know who our audience is.
Right.
And we're going to talk about things that matter to them.
Right.
So, and these things seem to matter to them. And, we have people coming to us with stories all week long. I mean, we constantly get emails now. It's amazing how fast it's grown that, we get from no emails in our email to, I mean, we're getting emails every day, every week. We're just, getting emails of people, here's a story, here's a story, here's a story. So,
but you've also positioned TV Delmarva to be connected to the community. You've designed it on purpose this way. If the signal's not just right, you want somebody to let you know what they're seeing. Because you're seeing it just through a camera lens. In other words, what are you seeing in, what is it, Burger King in Seaford?
Right.
In other words, what are you seeing there? And
good morning to the Burger King viewers.
To the Burger King viewers. Thank you. So, open up the phone real quick if you guys don't mind. If anybody's watching on TV, tell us where you're watching from.
Yes,
just whereabouts. In other words, and if you're at Burger King and how's the breakfast? 422-7336. Now I've got no giveaways right this minute, but just tell us. I know that's always a crowd pleaser, the giveaways. So I really want them diehard phone calls.
Right.
422-7336. If you're just watching from somewhere, Just tell us how's the view.
And we
from where
promise
you're
you
at.
can call back if there's any giveaways today.
Yes, you can. Right.
Yeah.
That won't be your only phone
Yes,
call.
yes.
So I had some people say, Jim, you need more than one phone line. Like, I'm holding everybody back because I only got one phone line. They're like, just get more phone lines.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't be holding us back.
All right, I'll see you in a bit.
All right, see you, Colin. TV Delmarva is where it's at. I hear the promo. We're getting ready to go live on the radio. So let me take a quick break. Boom, now we're on the radio, we're on TV, we're sitting here in Laurel Junction, the voice of Jim Weller. I'm back, everybody. Thank you, Dan Gaffney, for guest hosting the show last week. He did a wonderful job, and thanks a lot, Dan. I don't even know who else I could have got to do it, in other words. So when I want to take off, he's always willing, accommodating, and giving of his time, and we appreciate you, Dan, for doing that. I think it's time to do the collage. You guys up for that? We got a little collage. You're going to hear the voice of Cool Bobby B. This is a little bit about what's going on. My radio audience, just listen in. Linda, we're ready for the picture.
This week on Weller Does Delmarva, Jim Martin of the Shepherd's Office joins us. Rosa Goslee from Weller's Utility Trailers stops in. Nicole and Kenny Shinn for Wheeler's Park visits. Bruce Mears gives an update. TV Delmarva's Colin Walls of Walls Service Center chats. We are live from the Laurel Junction and Chef Fred's Cafe in Laurel, Delaware. And now, here's your host, Jim Weller.
Good morning, everybody. And that's a little bit about what's going on today. There could be some more, there could be less. You never know. But let me do a sponsor segment real quick. Everybody knows this name. It's No Nonsense Office Machines. Rick Fowler, good guy. People say, man, how can you be so excited about dealing with your computer guy, your copier guy? He's my guy. He does all kinds of stuff for me. Just talked to him yesterday about another copier, another computer. One thing about when you get in business, you know, your first copier is a big, like, oh, I'm getting a copier. Now I'm going to get a color copier. I remember buying my first fax machine, you know. Then before you know it, you need multiple of these things. So anyway, if you need a copier, he's got new, he's got used, he's got what's called refurbished. Those are the things I like to buy because they're about half the price of new, and they come with a better warranty than the new one did. So anyway, I like dealing with no-nonsense office machines, okay? So whether you need, like I say, you could need a laptop, a new one, a used one, maybe a tablet, maybe you've got a screen cracked on your phone or your iPad or your tablet or whatever, he might be able to help you with that. He works on all types of electronic things. It's not like a TV repairman. I don't mean that. Office-related things, whether you got a home office or a business or whatever, he can come to you or you can come to him, whatever you want to do. It's very accommodating. And I talked to him. I said, how's business? He said, it's really good. He said, Jim, we really do need to hire some more people. So he's got a great team of people around him, but he needs more. And he's willing to mentor people. So in other words, if you want to go to work for him, he might be willing to teach you a little bit about sales, about selling the equipment, or teach you a little bit about how to work on the equipment. But the one thing that No Nonsense Office Machines is passionate about is fair and honest pricing, selling good products that they stand behind, and on top of that, treating customers really well. And that's what Rick does, okay? I know at my home, just at my home, my wife has a laptop, and we have it set up so that, you know, he can log in if she has a question or a problem. And it's so nice, you know, you could be reaching out to Rick Fowler through Facebook, and all of a sudden there he is, willing to help you out with a little problem, and that way she can move right on with things. So anyway, good quality service, hometown fair, honest way of doing business. It's No Nonsense Office Machines, 2 miles east of the circle, right next to not next to No Nonsense. It's called No Nonsense, right next to Sports at the Beach Complex, okay? But if you're looking for a job, stop in and talk to him. Not just a job. He's not looking for somebody just looking for a job. He's looking for somebody that might want a career, might want to learn a little bit and help him deliver a high level of customer service. Any questions? It's 302-856-7381. That's 856-7381. NoNonsenseOffice.com on the web. And like him on Facebook. Very, very active there. Now, Jim Martin has joined me this morning. There's a big event coming up this week. It's something he waits all year for. It's called the Do More 24, and he's with the Shepherd's office there in Georgetown, always helping people, giving a hand up, and just blessing our community. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Jim. Welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm back. I can't believe it. I
Yeah.
went away, and we were going for 4 days, and 2 days was riding. So it was a
Great.
big trip.
Yeah.
So we had a good time, though.
Nice, man.
And we
Welcome back.
tolerated each other very well. Denise and I cooped up in the vehicle. All right, so how are you?
Very good. I mean,
Very
we're all
good.
psyched up for the Do More 24 campaign. The contest will start on March the 3rd, 6 o'clock. It goes from 6 to 6.
6 to 6, 6 p.m.
6 p.m. to 6 p.m.
6 p.m., 24 hours. That's got to be an exciting time for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's exciting for Sussex County, too, because there's a lot of nonprofits that are involved
Yeah,
in it.
isn't there like 50 or 80 of them?
Yeah, and they make it fun because they have the stretch funds and the matching
Mm-hmm.
funds, and then they have these hourly prizes. So it's just a lot of fun, and I just do a shout out to all the nonprofits in Sussex County that are signed up. I think there's 400 altogether that are signed
Really?
up
Wow.
in the contest.
And don't you always do well? And doesn't Sussex County in general do well?
Yeah, I mean, we always make the Final Four as far as Sussex County nonprofits. We're
Right.
always right there in the Final Four. A big shout out to Debbie Short.
Yep, she's going to join me
always-
later in the show.
Yeah, she's always
And,
out there. We have some new nonprofits that are stepping up. I
Okay.
think it's a great platform, and it's very safe and secure too for people
Right.
to participate.
So it's all about raising money. It's
Yes.
about raising money.
It's Delaware's biggest giving day.
Right.
Also, it's
What
considered
kind of money
Delaware's-
is raised this day? Is it in
I
the
mean,
hundreds of thousands?
last year I think it was $2 million they raised.
Oh my
in
goodness,
total,
2
in
million.
total.
Okay.
And we got a fraction
That's
of
good.
that.
Right, you got a
which is
fraction
nice,
of it.
yeah.
You know, now when they do this, is it Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday.
Night,
Okay.
Thursday night at 6 o'clock.
Thursday
it
night at
starts.
6. So could somebody come to the shepherd's office and hang out or meet
we are
you?
open. Yes, I'm glad you brought that up, Jim. Yeah,
Okay.
we're there 24 hours from 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. We also have a free dinner that day. We happen to have a free dinner that day from 4 to 6.
Okay.
So we're there anyway, and then we're going to have a hospitality team, 2-hour shifts
Okay.
throughout the 24 hours. So if you want to just maybe you're having a hard time trying to find the website, you want to go in there and
Or
navigate.
maybe they want to put eyes on
Right,
what they're
right,
donating
right,
to. In
exactly,
other
yeah.
words, and say, I want to meet this Jim Martin guy. In other
Right,
words,
right.
you know,
I might be taking a nap, though,
You might be
middle of the night,
taking a
but-
nap or letting your hair
but-
grow or something like that.
But
Right.
I mean, for the most part, we'll be there up and ready to go. I mean, the fun part of the contest is the evening part from like 6 p.m. to 12 midnight.
Okay.
You know, that's the fun part the first day. And then
Okay.
the second day, it'll be maybe from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. 'cause
Right,
that's
the
how it closes
final
out.
stretch, yeah.
And it's fun to watch who's in first place, second
The
place, third place.
leaderboard.
Yeah, the Final Four. It's kind of like
Yeah.
a fun contest
Yeah.
to see. And basically, it's a great way to establish new relationships out in the community with new donors.
Right.
That's what the Shepherd's Office appreciates about it is, you know, people that we normally wouldn't meet. Maybe we meet them through this contest, and then they get to know us a little bit better in our mission. By the way, we help the homeless, hungry, or lonely.
Right.
And we provide free
What was that
meals.
again? We help the hungry.
The homeless, hungry, or lonely.
That's pretty
So you
good.
can't be all three at once. You don't have to be all three at once. Just
Right.
one of those things, and
Anywhere.
you qualify for the program.
Right. And you
And,
just like to help people. That's all. In other
Yeah,
words,
it's all
you know,
about free
just-
food,
Right.
free
food.
clothing.
Yep.
And then we dig in a little bit more as we get to know you. We might have other ideas on how you can improve your life.
But you've helped people get
have-
bicycles.
Yeah, like
know?
like the United Church, for example, is coming today. We love
Oh, they
linking
really?
up. Yeah, United
Okay,
Church is coming
okay.
today, and they put a hospitality team together, and they're gonna come about 10. I love their small groups.
Yep.
And there's
United.
another group from Conley's Church that's going to do an outreach into the woods where the homeless live out in the tents.
Go
And
to
they're-
them.
and go to them. Yeah,
Take food,
And that's
supplies.
Conley's Church today.
Okay. Wow.
So it's basically I'm basically like the coordinator of an organized chaos,
Right.
in a way.
But
And
you're
I tr-
making a
and-
difference
And
in
I try to
people's
get out of
lives.
the way and let
Right.
people
Do
what
their
they
thing.
want to do. Right.
Right.
So,
Well, that's wisdom. Just
Yeah,
you know,
you learn.
surrounding yourself with people better than yourself, and then standing back.
right. And
That's
letting it
wise.
happen.
That's just wise, you know. So this is a great organization. I've been involved with it for years. I think Jim is doing a great job. If you've heard of it, never seen it, never really laid your eyes on it, maybe you got some stimulus money last year, or maybe you've been blessed with a raise where you work, or you can afford to donate $5 or $500 anywhere in there would be appreciated, I guess.
Yeah,
Is
and,
this fair
and,
to say?
and also the contest is fun because if someone makes a $5 donation, then that $5 could turn into $100.
That's right.
And that's what makes it fun. Is
Yep.
that small donation could turn into contest winnings, and that's why Debbie and I are excited about it down here in
Mm-hmm. Right.
Sussex County. And there's other nonprofits, and we always, I mean, it's a statewide contest, so
Right.
we're kind of vying for.
But you
for a
two
spot.
always seem, and I believe you're the one who shared it with her. In
Yeah,
other
yeah,
words, a few
actually, yeah, I
years back,
remember.
I think she gives you all the credit for that. In other words, you know, in other
Yeah, we
words,
team
and
up.
Yep. And so good organizations trying to do good things in our community. It's not just about Jim Martin. It's about the Do More 24. Look it up, check it out.
Yeah.
But again, I want to make it clear, like, what is the address in Georgetown? Where
It's
is it?
408 North Bedford Street. 408 North Bedford Street in Georgetown. Sorry to repeat myself, but I've
Yeah.
learned that people don't always listen the first time around, so I just repeat. 408 North Bedford Street.
Right. So
Big yellow house.
big yellow house. And what it is, it's not a place where people spend the night or sleep or anything like that.
Right.
They come during the day, they get a hot meal, might get a shirt or some socks or gloves or anything, and then they move on, in other words, and been there for what, 4 or 5 years now?
Yeah, we opened up in 2019.
Wow.
2019,
okay.
so it's been, and
3
we and,
years,
and
yeah.
it was good timing with the pandemic because there's been a lot of vulnerability out in the community because of the pandemic, and we've been able to be there on the front
Right.
lines, just offering, just helping in any way we can. And
Right.
then we link up with all the churches. I mean,
Yeah.
it is a Christian hospitality program. I mean,
Correct.
You don't have to be Christian to receive
To eat
services.
the food, right.
But we practice, what would Jesus do kind of stuff.
Right.
And
Right.
try to be there on the front lines, no judgment. We have paperwork for the IRS, but we don't have
Right.
paperwork for the people.
Correct.
You know,
Right.
the
It's not a
pe-
big
it's-
government thing. You're not
Right.
government funded. In other words, you're donation driven.
Right.
In other words.
I mean, first name is always helpful. Like, what's your first
Right,
name?
what's your first
but we're not
name,
going
right.
to dig in further than that.
Right.
For
Take a drop of
for
blood
food
or anything.
clothing.
Right.
But if they want to move in somewhere, we might ask for their last name.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. But you help people in many ways, and I admire you. I tell people all the time, you put me to shame. In other words, I can donate to something,
that's it.
but I cannot do it as well as you do it on the front line. I
well.
can't. My tolerance level is different. I
think. I mean, you're a father. I'm a father. I mean, a dad. So I think if you're a dad and a parent in today's world, you can juggle a few things.
Right.
So you're a good
right.
juggler of things.
I'm a good juggler.
Right.
But
so that's basically how I look at myself. I just juggle a lot of stuff.
yeah, but I admire you. I really do. You're
Thank
right
you. I
there.
admire you.
You're elbow to elbow with these people, and you care, and you're compassionate. And I just recently helped my daughter Jenny. I don't know how to describe it. We did a food thing, or what was that, with Love Inc., where we went and fixed meals. Denise fixed some food. We prepared some food. And then handed it out to the people. But yeah, we couldn't let them in the building, or
Right.
and these are homeless people. So that's the first time for Jim Weller to see
Yeah.
it firsthand. And our grandkids were there, and and we got to see it. Yeah,
And they never take a day off. The homeless are always
Homeless,
I
yeah.
mean, they're not always homeless, but I
Right,
mean, there's
but-
always the homeless.
Right.
And they never
That-
take a day off.
Right, and they're hungry every day, surprisingly, and
yeah,
their
we
kids
just-
want socks and shoes, and
Right.
some of the things we take for granted, some of the things we throw away, they desperately need. So
Right.
it was just a real eye opener for me. Our daughter had signed up to do it, and we helped her, and I was like, wow, this is something. It's a real thing. So if you've never experienced homelessness, be thankful. But it gives you a great opportunity to help people that have. In other
Yeah.
words, because there's a lot of
Absolutely.
it. So
A big shout out to United Church. A big shout out to Conley's because they're doing some amazing things today.
yeah, well,
And if
good.
you ever want to link up with us, maybe you have a hospitality group, local,
Right.
or a group, you just reach out to us, and we'll give you the key to. I love giving the keys out to the building.
Right, take over
Here's
for
your
a
key.
day.
Yeah, take over.
Yeah, and you don't have to be a church. You could be a homeowners
Right, right.
association
Anybody,
or any
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of organization.
That's
but,
true. That's true. Yeah, anybody
yeah,
wants
so
to get involved.
anybody with a heart for people.
And we started this new thing called the Free Everything Free event.
What is that?
Every day. We just put tables out if the weather is permitting. We put the tables out. We put everything on the tables, and it's all free.
Mainly clothing and
Mainly
toiletries,
clothing.
supplies,
Right,
things like that.
exactly.
Okay.
And they can shop
So-
for free, and they can take whatever they might need.
And that's it.
No questions asked.
Okay. And so again, this is at
408 North Bedford Street.
and it's open 5 days a week.
Well, really 7 days a week now.
7 days
if
a week.
the weather
really?
is
Okay.
permitting.
Okay.
I may not
All
be
right.
there on a Sunday, whatever, but we're there
Right.
7 days. We have 5 days. We're giving out free hot meals.
Okay.
And our crockpot people are amazing people. Big shout out to we have about 400 crockpot people
Really?
that make the meals. They don't show up
And
every
they bring
day.
it in a crock pot.
Right, crockpot
Wow.
bag. Crockpot
Really?
bag, yeah, and we do the switch.
No
from
kidding.
their crockpot to our crockpot.
No kidding. How
And,
cool.
and it's all healthy food made at home. So it's a
So people can donate goods, people can donate money. The gist of this particular interview was to remind people that Do More 24 is only a once a year opportunity.
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
this week, this Thursday.
It's this week, yeah, a lot of great. I mean, you can go on the website and you may you may scroll down to 400 nonprofits. You might say, Shepherd's Office, they get enough support. So we're gonna go with the smaller outfit over here, and that's what it's all about. It's kind of like let's give the small nonprofits a chance, a platform,
a hand
to
up.
participate in. Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else?
No, that's it. Thanks for the time. I know.
Okay.
I mean, this is costly. This advertising time.
Oh, a
and
little bit.
and he donates it to us.
But I am going to give you a
Appreciate
keychain, by golly.
Thank you.
A Weller Does Delmarva keychain. How's that?
Appreciate it.
All right.
Appreciate it, Jim.
I'm going to leave you, okay?
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. All right.
Bye-bye.
Look him up. Jim Martin, the Shepherd's Office there in Georgetown. Do More 24 is this week. Good organization. So, all right. What is the next thing? Mid-South Audio. I just want to brag on them for just a second. Good supporter, sponsor of the show. A good sponsor of the show. And Kevin Short and his team over there, Mark Johnson, and everybody that works in front of the scenes, behind the scenes. If you need any kind of lighting, audio, staging, if you got an event coming up for your church or your organization, you're going to have a festival or anything this year, and you need speakers or microphones or amplifiers or lighting, or you might need a stage, you need to get up with Mid-South Audio. It's going to be a busy year for events. A lot of people are getting unmasked and getting out there and doing things. So if you got something cooking, you need to talk to Mid-South Audio. You can learn a lot about them. They got a store open 6 days a week right there in Milton, Delaware, right next to the post office. It's open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturdays from 10 to 2. Any questions, it's 856-6993, 302-856-6993, MidSouthAudio.com on the web. All right, I was not here last week. We went away. We had a good time, and we are back. So, again, we thank you all for tuning in and watching the show and participating and so on and so forth. Throughout the day, we have got a guest coming on. I got Rosa coming on in a little bit. Rosa is pretty much in charge of sales this week at Weller's in Bridgeville. Jimmy is off, so she is probably outselling everybody this week. She's a great sales lady, part of her team, and she's going to chat with us after 7:30. Then I have also got some people from Wheelers Park. Now, Wheelers Park is gone. It's over, but a lot of people have memories of it. And there's a couple that have purchased the property, and they actually live right adjoining the property. There's nothing there to go see, really. But we've got them on just to ask them, why would you buy such a thing? What's such a keepsake? So we're going to talk to them. Then we've also got Bruce Mears going to join us this morning. And then I'm going to have Debbie Short either in person or on the phone. I'm just not sure what's going to happen next. So anyway, I want to brag on Dry Zone. People say, Jim Weller, you are in love with Dry Zone. Here's what I'm in love with. I like companies that do what they say they're going to do. Okay? That's so rare nowadays. Everybody and their brother's an expert on everything until you need them to do it. All right, so Dry Zone is a sponsor of the show, have been for years. Dry Zone does crawl space encapsulation. They do poly level, where if you have a piece of concrete like around your pool or something like that, where one part's dipped down and one part's sticking up, they can level it for you. They also can go into your basement, and if your basement is leaking, they have solutions for that. If you have any structural problems, they can help you with that. So Dry Zone is just an amazing company. They're locally owned and locally operated by Bill and Heather Anderson, good people, and very supportive of our community and the show. And they also have another division called Hello Garage. So you can learn a lot just by going to dryzone.com or hellogarage.com. Check them both out if you want to see what they do. But good at what they do, reputable, honest, fair, stand behind what they do, and more important than anything, they know what they're doing. So this crawl space encapsulation is serious business. It's it's got to do with the health of your home. You know, your heater, your air conditioner, your ductwork, everything's down there in the crawl space. You want to make sure that it's right, that it's safe, that it's not too damp. You want to make sure that it's healthy for you and your family, and they can make it that way. So anyway, with that said, how do you learn about them? It's dryzone.com. Also, if you're looking for a career change, they are looking to always add people to Team Dry Zone. So check them out on the web. There's dryzone.com, then there's hellogarage.com, and then there's the telephone, which is 302-684-5034, 684-5034. Tell them I sent you. They're good people. They'll do a good job for you, I promise you. All right, so Weller's is going to be open today at 8 o'clock. My son Jimmy has been on vacation, but he tells me he's coming in today. So I don't know if that's a rumor, or if he really is, or if he's not. But he told me that he was. So anyway, if you need anything at Weller's, we've had a good week. Rosa is going to be talking to us here in just a little bit, and you can deal with her or anybody you like. Where are we? People have asked already. Where are we? We are sitting in a cafe inside of the Laurel Junction. So the cafe is called Chef Fred's Cafe, okay? So anyway, that's right where we're at. We're in Chef Fred's Cafe. We've all had some breakfast. You can too, okay? Also, on top of that, outside there is a flea market with tables where for $20 you can rent a table, which is actually 4 tables for $1. You get to rent 4 tables for an entire day for $20, and you can just fill them up with your stuff, and you can sell it, and you can keep all the money, and you only pay $20 for the space. It's every Saturday, every Sunday, and the place is, there's people out there now setting up. Then there's vendors underneath of a pavilion. Then there are stores inside the building, okay? And some of those are even open every day of the week, like Chef Fred's Cafe is open every day of the week. So check it out. If you've never been to Laurel Junction, it is a cool, neat place, and it's right in Laurel, Delaware, okay? It's right next door to the Burger King. You can't miss it. If you found the Burger King, you found Laurel Junction, all right? And if you find Laurel Junction, you found the Burger King. All right, what is next? L&W Insurance Agency. People say, I do have people say this to me, I don't know how you could be happy about buying insurance, okay? Well, I buy life insurance, health insurance, automobile insurance, disability insurance, liability insurance, billboard insurance, media coverage. I got about almost 40 properties. I got every one of them things insured. So anyway, I like L&W. They sponsor the show. This is a sponsor segment, but more important than all of that, more important than sponsoring the show, more important than what was I getting ready to say? Then, selling me insurance, it's when I have a claim. And people say, well, how many claims could you have? I don't know, 10 or 20 a year. We've always got something going on. So I'm just letting you know that when I have a claim, I don't have to deal with the insurance company. I let L&W handle it all, and they will give you that same level of service. Also, if you have insurance now and you don't know if you're properly insured or improperly insured, let them look at what you got. They'll give you a free insurance review and let you know what they would or wouldn't suggest. So you don't have to own a business. You could be just a person. I've got tenants that rent from me that buy renter's insurance from L&W Insurance. So if you're renting a place, you need renter's insurance. You need to protect yourself, okay? So anyway, whatever you need, L&W Insurance can guide you through it. So what's their phone number? It's 302-856-7828. That's 302-856-7828. You should dial it in that order, okay? People say, what in the world does that mean? It means dial the 8 before the 5 and then the 6 and then 7828. Dial it in that order, okay? Anyway, lwinsurance.com on the web. Like them on Facebook. Very active on Facebook, okay? Tell them I sent you. I think I get a penny or a nickel every time somebody looks them up. So what else is going on today? Weller's is going to open at 8 o'clock. They tell me that we got a full day plan, but that doesn't mean you can't come in, okay? So we still want more customers. We are trying to sell 2,000 trailers this year, okay? And if you were to look at Weller's, you would say, boy, it looks like you're prepared to sell them. I am. There is nobody around that was foolish enough to buy the amount of inventory that I've purchased, okay? I get ridiculed. That's probably the biggest thing people ridicule me for, is buying too much inventory. I hear it night and day. So we got it. It's all about you, the customer. We want you to have a good selection. It's disrespectful to not give you a good selection. All right, I hear the music. We're taking a break from the radio. We'll be back with more. Switch over to TV Delmarva right now. All right, we've made the transition, everybody. Now we have safely moved over from TV and radio to TV, okay? And it was a safe transition, okay? The wind wasn't blowing, so we were able to make it safely. Colin, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Hey, let's talk about Wall Service Center a little bit.
Wall Service Center, downtown Milford, Delaware.
Yeah, Wall Service Center. So we are auto repair shop.
Been around 64 years.
64 years. Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
Yeah, so and we do all kinds of work. We don't do engine replacements or transmission replacements anymore.
Okay.
We used to do those, but we've kind of gotten out of that
All right.
now. But we can do timing belts and water pumps and brakes
changes.
and oil changes, regular maintenance type things.
Serpentine belts.
Yes, your favorite serpentine
Yes.
belt. So we do all those kinds of things, and all those things we check while we're doing a service on your
Right.
car
As a courtesy.
Yeah, and one thing I want to point out is our free roadside assistance. So
I love this.
It's AC Delco. We're an
Yep.
AC Delco shop. So we get certain perks, and we pass those perks along to our customers. I've got these cards I'm having printed up. They're going to be kind of like those Chick-fil-A cards.
Okay.
And I was just checking on them to see when they're going to be here. And,
Okay. What, they might arrive this morning?
maybe, I don't know. They
Okay.
might deliver them right here.
Okay.
But this card, it's kind of got all the information for the roadside assistance. So we're going to hand them out to you when you have work done on your car.
Good
And it's a
idea.
little easier to hang on to than this big brochure here.
I would say.
And it's just kind of got the phone number for the roadside assistance on it, and it has our shop phone number on there, and that's kind of about it. Just nice and easy to
Right.
to read and to see, and it's easy to keep right in your wallet or your purse even.
So if you get an oil change done, whatever an oil change costs, you get the oil change.
Yep,
You then have your other sheet where you check all the different things on the vehicle.
correct.
And then on top of that, as an added value bonus, you give them one of these. This is an AC Delco. What,
Roadside assistance.
backed by, was it Allstate Insurance? or
Allstate, yeah,
something?
Allstate Insurance administers it.
Big quality companies.
right.
And it just gives you somebody to call.
Exactly. So and it's not specific to anything repair we've done on your car. It could
Right.
be. You could use the towing service. If something were to break. As far as the repair.
Right.
Which we hope doesn't happen and doesn't happen a lot.
But you could get an oil change and then have a flat tire.
Right. You could get an oil change and. You could go down
Run
the
out of
road and-
gas?
yeah, right, exactly. So,
And then-
or if you need a tow, if something breaks down on you, you're out traveling or wherever, even close to
Right.
home, towing service. You don't even have to pay anything up front.
I love it. I've used it. In
Yeah.
other words, so I mean,
Well, for example,
here we
Jenny,
go.
your daughter Jenny,
Right.
gets her car serviced with us.
Yeah.
Well, she was somewhere and she had a transmission problem. Well, we
Correct.
don't work on transmissions
Right.
at Well Service Center. So you said, hey, what's that number? It's 1-800-AC-DELCO. It's a nice, easy number to remember. You couldn't remember
Called
it,
them.
but,
Right. I can't remember it. I got it in my phone now. I put
right.
it in my smartphone, so in other words,
But you called them. It was very simple.
Right.
And they just got the job done.
they went and picked up the van and took it to the transmission place.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with Wall's Service Center.
Right.
And
Yeah.
she got all of that plus a great oil change. So she got the oil change and paid for the oil change. This was free. It was just an added
Right.
value bonus.
And we're finding people using it more and more because we're talking about it and
More and more.
and letting them know about it more and more. And
Right.
we're just getting great reviews on it. That it's great. It's simple. It's
Wow.
easy. And it's a great add-on benefit to having your oil change at Well Service Center. Just regular maintenance. And it
Great
comes with any
idea.
other service as
Right,
well, from
right.
oil change on up.
It just doesn't come if you get a set of wiper blades.
Right,
In other
exactly.
words, you got to spend whatever an oil change is or greater.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So, but that's one of the benefits of dealing with Wall Service Center.
great.
We get great warranties too. AC Delco is
Yes.
really good partner and backs their parts up with parts and labor warranties.
Mm-hmm.
So it's if it's a problem, it's not going to be a problem
Not
for
going to
long.
be a problem, right?
Yeah.
I agree. Good quality service, fair pricing. Your son pretty much is running the show up
Colin
there
does a
now.
great job, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And got a good team around him, and they care, folks. If you're tired of these big companies that you don't even know who the boss is, in other words, or do you matter at all?
Right, yeah.
At Wall Service Center, they know you. They're, what's that saying? They're big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you.
Yep, and give us a call Monday through Friday, 302-422-8110, or stop in. We're at 220 Northeast Front Street, downtown Milford.
What is it? 8 to 5, Monday through Friday.
7 to 5, 7-ish to
7
5.
to 5.
Yeah,
All
Colin
right.
gets there early. I mean, really,
That's
it's
pretty
8
convenient.
o'clock, but
Okay.
our first appointment's usually at 8 o'clock. But Colin's there early, 7
can
o'clock.
drop something
so,
off or
yeah.
something. Okay.
Yep, exactly.
All right, good quality place. And if you had a breakdown and the wrecker's got to tow it, just tow it to Wall Service Center.
That's right. Yeah, over the weekend, if something happens, so
Just
there.
don't leave it in front of the garage door.
Yeah.
Put it off to the side.
Yeah. Most record drivers know, the tow
Right.
truck drivers know where to put the keys. If not, just put it in the front door. There's a slot right there. You
Right.
can drop your keys
like
right
a
in.
mail slot.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Colin.
All right.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Jim.
We never even mentioned TV Delmarva this time. So anyway, it is TV Delmarva in that order. TV Delmarva. Check it out if you've never watched that. point your antenna towards Seaford. Rescan your TV. Are we on the radio again already? No, we're not. Okay. So anyway, we are here, and you are watching a show. So you're watching at this point. You're watching a show called Weller Does Delmarva. So if you happen to be watching it on, I forgot already, Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, I need you to share it, okay? So hit the share button and get it out there so more people will know what you're doing this morning, okay? So hit the share button. If you want to comment, we take all kinds of comments, preferably good, positive, and encouraging ones, and so on and so forth. We're going to do a segment with Rosa here in just a couple minutes. It's going to be very interesting, and the store is going to open at 8 o'clock at Weller's in Bridgeville, and I don't know if Jimmy's working today or not, but either way, Rosa has been the head salesperson this week, and she's trying to outsell everybody there. Chuck and Mike just get in her way. So I hear the music. We're coming back on the radio. So we're going to take a quick picture, I believe. Picture time, just like in high school. All right, everybody, we have switched back over now. Now we are on TV, radio, Facebook, and YouTube, okay? So we thank you for watching the show. I want to do a quick sponsor segment. Oh, first I want to tell you about some chicken and dumplings. Let me first do the sponsor segment before I talk about chicken and dumplings. All right? It's actually beef and dumplings. But let's do this sponsor segment for Bluehand Fuel. People say, Bluehand Fuel? Yes, I have had a lot of people say to me, I'm thinking about getting my own diesel fuel tank. I'm thinking about getting my own gasoline tank. I have a gas. So anyway, this is a sponsor. This is Bluehand Fuel, located in Lincoln, owned and operated and run by C.P. King. He took it over from his uncle, Charles Harding, who started it over 40 years ago. So they sell propane. So maybe you need propane. Maybe you just need it for your stove. Maybe you need it to heat your home. Maybe you're tired of dealing with a big company that makes you buy big quantities and you need to buy a little smaller quantity. Bluehand Fuel will work with you any way that works for you, okay? They also sell gasoline, and that's where I deal with them. I have a big 1,000-gallon gasoline tank, and I'm buying gasoline from them for my vehicles, but I'm buying it a lot cheaper than it would be at the gas station. So it's been well worth. I bought my own tank, my own pump, and then I buy the gasoline from them. Now, another thing I buy from them is diesel fuel. I got little compact tractors. I got forklifts that burn diesel. So we buy what's called off-road diesel from them. So anyway, whether you need propane, whether you need gasoline, whether you need diesel fuel, in other words, whether you need heating oil, like I've got some rental properties that have boilers, furnaces that, burn heating oil, also kerosene. So whatever you may need, I'm just telling you, Bluehand Fuel is a nice, locally owned company. They're located in Lincoln, and they are big enough to serve you, but they're small enough to know you. And people say, what in the world does that mean? Have you ever called anywhere and the only thing they ask you is, what's your account number, not your name? That's when you can tell whether they're too big to know you. So at Bluehand Fuel, they want to know your name. What is your name? In other words, and they know you by your name. So anyway, great local company. They got a special. I think it ends like Monday, all right? So it was supposed to be till the end of February, where you take your propane tank for your gas grill, you take that in, and they'll fill it for you for $6. That's one heck of a deal. $6 to fill your propane tank for your gas grill, but that's supposed to end the end of February, which is actually Monday. So anyway, check them out, Bluehand Fuel, 302-422-4328. It's not 422, it's 424. 424-4328, bluehandfuel.com. Tell them I sent you. And like them on Facebook. They're very active there. All right, here she is. She's very excited about being here. This causes her a lot of anxiety. No. This is Rosa. Rosa, how's Rosa?
Good, Jim. How are you?
Good. And you brought a friend with you?
Yeah, I did. I brought
Holy
a friend
mackerel.
with me
Where did we
today.
even get this ugly-looking tire that's all blowed out? Somebody brought that in one day. That's what I looked like when I had hair.
George told me he made this.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty cool.
He had to take the tire actually off the rim. The person came in, and this is what my point is
That's what they
today.
brought us.
This is my point today. You do not want to be on the side of the road
Looking like that.
with your trailer looking like this.
Right, with your tire
So
all blown out.
we have tires there that you can get a spare when you get a trailer.
Right. And a trailer tire, a lot of people don't realize this, is different than a regular car tire.
Absolutely.
And people say, why? It's because it's made to carry more weight. More weight. Your car, you got 2 tires up front, 2 tires in the back, and they're spread out. Or a trailer, if you got 4 tires, they're all
Runs
close
right there.
together.
Yep.
So they've got more weight on them than normal. So we sell a lot of just tires. And then we have them as little as 12-inch, don't we? And so we can get 12-inch, 13, 14, 15, and 16.
We're up to 16. Yep.
16-inch.
Yep, we have the 16s and then
8 lug wheels.
8 lugs. Yep.
Yep. So we got everything.
But we have
And-
the tire and the wheel, or we have just the tire, or we just have just the wheel. So we
Any
have,
way you want it.
We have an assortment.
And then we can mount the tire on your wheel if you have a wheel that, really matters. I have found, though, when we have them on sale, you can buy the tire and wheel for the same or less than if you bought the tire and paid us to mount it on your wheel.
Exactly.
Because we buy these things by the tractor trailer load, so we sell thousands of them a year. So that's tires and wheels and spares. Hot weather, that's when your tires blow out.
Yeah.
They pick up heat, the road's hot, and boom. And people always say, I didn't run over anything. Well,
Right.
who in their right mind would run over anything? I mean, when I was in the tire business, they always used to say, I don't remember running it. No, I don't think you did. You wouldn't have,
Right.
But
It
stuff
happens.
happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we find when a trailer tire blows, it could tear the fender up.
It definitely can. We've had
know.
that happen where it blew out and took
Rip
the fender off.
right off, yeah. So how's it been without Jimmy? They tell me you're like the top salesman there. Or
I'm whooping
salesperson. Not
today,
salesman,
this
but
week.
salesperson. Wow.
Jimmy's coming back today, though. So
I heard that, but I wasn't sure.
from what he told me before he left, he's going to be there today. So
Okay,
I'm
don't,
expecting
don't be
competition
shocked
today.
if he doesn't. You never
We're
know.
expecting a crazy day, though.
What did somebody tell me? You got like 10 deals cooking today?
I got 10 people that should be there today.
Wow.
I'm hoping.
Wow. Have you ever seen anything like it?
It's getting heavy.
It is. It's unreal.
Spring's
isn't it?
here, so
Spring is sprung.
Spring has sprung.
What kind of comments? I get criticized all the time for the inventory. People think I'm foolish, spending this much money,
The only-
having this much. So, what do you hear about all this? Because nobody's got what we
The only
got.
complaint I hear is there's too many to pick from.
Too many choices.
Yes, too many choices. Like you got this one and you got that one. I can't make up
This
my
one's
mind.
tall or this one's a different color.
Yes.
Yeah, that is true. But I know it's hard for everybody to understand because we live in a world where people settle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to make sure that if you're going to spend your hard-earned money on buying a trailer, that I want to give you options. I feel it's owed to you.
Yeah, why wouldn't you
should-
get what you want? I mean,
Right. And some of the
money.
people we compete against, they only sell one brand. So
Right.
the problem with that is, it. I mean, if you were looking at a trailer, each brand has different. No 2 trailers are built the same.
They are not. They are not.
And I don't know if you've ever had people say to you, well, what's just the price? Well, man, that's the last thing you need to know. You need to know what is different
What's the
between.
quality on it?
Yeah, the quality. And that's where Chuck really comes in.
Chuck comes in handy for that for a lot.
Yeah.
Him and George.
Him and George, yeah.
George helps
in
me a
other
lot
words.
with that
So
part of it.
I'm just saying that, they know the differences and things of that nature. So.
I've been waiting today for you to ask me too how far away I had a customer. Because I have a surprise.
Dover, Wilmington,
Try further,
Pennsylvania,
further,
Connecticut.
further.
Really? Mm-hmm. Hold on. New York and Connecticut are neck and neck, aren't they?
We're
we talking Maine?
We're talking way, way,
Really?
way away.
Came to the store or called on the phone?
Came to the store, bought a trailer.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you talking?
He has his license was Alaska.
No kidding.
I had a gentleman
Was in the
from,
military or
well,
what?
He's in the military, but
Okay.
from Alaska. I was like,
So
yes,
that's
I got
all the
somebody
paperwork.
from
Wow.
Alaska.
Wow, wow, wow.
That was great.
You need to start. Did he have Alaska tags on his vehicle?
Yes, he did.
That's an idea.
Well, we were going to take the picture. We took the picture of the truck with the trailer.
Okay.
Chuck was trying to get the tag in there, but then Mike said maybe we shouldn't get tags involved
Oh,
on
it's all
pictures. So
public. Just put it in there.
just didn't know. So
I would, but heck with that, Mike. He's
but
too
I was
worried
proud
about
to say
everything.
I was proud to say though that we we had a customer
Alaska.
from Alaska. Yes.
Wow.
That
What
bought a
did he-
trailer.
What did he think of Weller's?
He actually was referred from another gentleman from the Air Force Base. So I
Wow.
had 2 gentlemen. One, he just moved across country with his trailer.
Okay.
So he's in, I think, Washington State
Okay.
now. And then this gentleman was from Alaska. This was his friend.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Now, you've been doing this a couple years now,
Well, almost.
almost.
February was
What-
a year of sales. October was a year of employment.
Okay. And what do you think of this trailer business?
I actually love this job.
Okay.
I do.
And
I do.
What do you like selling most? The shed,
I like selling,
the trailer?
I
or-
like the sheds and the trailers. The carports are my
They're
ooh.
intimidating.
Yeah, they're rough because
Yeah.
like you got to really know your
What
stuff.
you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're getting smarter
I'm
every day.
getting better.
Right.
A lot of people just don't want to wait the lead time on those right now. So that's
Yeah.
they're
But
not
you
going as
know,
good. But those sheds, I sold 4 in one day the other day.
4 sheds.
4 sheds in one day.
Well, evidently there's
I was like-
somewhere around here where somebody bought 20. And somebody told me
Yeah.
it's a cool picture. I think we're going to go take a picture of these 20 sheds in a row or
I
something
think
like
Jimmy
that.
was the one that sold them.
Okay.
I think Jimmy sold it to
But
him.
I get told all the time that our sheds are less expensive than everywhere else that's selling sheds. Do you ever hear that?
I haven't heard that. They haven't
Okay.
said that to me.
All right, I get it all the time.
People
because,
come down
I mean,
and go, I like that and I want that. I don't want
Only
to
'cause
wait.
we
I don't
have
even
them.
want to wait the 3 weeks. I want that one
okay.
right there.
So you get people happy because we have it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And but those carports, it's not really that long. I had somebody the other day went online, found a company that said they can have it in 5 weeks.
Really?
And that was 15 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And they're upset and they want their money back.
Right?
I said the only difference between them and us is we just tell you how it is.
Yeah, we tell them straight up.
We just tell you straight up. In other words, you know,
it
so
is what it is.
if you find somebody that can do something in 5 or 10 weeks in the United States of America right now, I would be nervous. I would ask them, why are you not busier than that?
Exactly.
A contractor, anybody. I got roofs being put on. I've got all these properties. I'm always getting something done. And I can't find anybody that's not busy. So if you find somebody that can do something real quick,
Watch it.
I mean, if you want a new pool, you're talking 2023. I mean, in other words, you can't even buy a swimming pool this year. It's crazy. Not that we're selling swimming pools. We're not selling swimming
Not yet.
pools. Not yet. Anyway, yeah, that'd be the next thing we do. We put selling fences and swimming pools. So, all right. How do people reach you, Rosa?
You can call the store at 302-337-8228. My cell phone number is 302-245-8761.
245-8761.
Yep.
Do many people call you on the cell?
Yeah, get quite a
Do they
bit.
really?
Texting.
Okay. Texting. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate you. You've been a real asset to us.
Thank you.
They were telling me, you know, just how good you were doing this week and
That's
how,
pretty
you
good.
know, they,
Jimmy
they-
hasn't been there to fight with, so. You know.
Well, yeah, but everybody is happy there. In other words, it's kind of
Yeah.
a really nice environment.
It's
in other
very,
words, and,
I love working there. It's peaceful. It's fun.
Yep.
It's just a good job.
and we have great customers, don't we?
We do. We have
We
the best.
really do. So today is going to be crazy. We're open till 2.
Today, if you're coming in, hang in there with us.
Yeah, hang in
Just
there because I
be
think
patient.
I think they have about 20 trailers that are going to go out today. That's
We're
a big
hoping.
day, folks. I mean, in other words, wasn't last Saturday 11?
11 last Saturday.
So I'm just letting you know a 20 trailer Saturday is not unheard of. But just be aware when you arrive. There's 4 salespeople,
Yep.
and they're human beings, and they try to give a good level of service to everybody.
Yep.
All right,
we've been
Rosa.
We've been getting some good 5-star reviews. Have you seen
I
those?
like them. Yeah,
Been
I
getting
want
some
some of
good-
them 6-star reviews now.
Right. Where's the 10 at?
Where's the 10? Yeah, where's the 10?
10-star.
We even had a bad review the other day.
Really? The other
Customer
day?
was upset. We had a 1-star review.
Oh.
Customer came in and the finance company would not approve their financing.
Mike was telling me about that, yes,
And
yes.
the guy wrote a 1-star review, was upset with Weller's. I do need to tell you, if it was up to Weller's, guess who would get approved?
You would be approved to have that trailer. Yeah, we
Everybody
want to
would be
sell the
approved.
trailer.
We want to sell the trailer. So I
Exactly.
reached out to the gentleman and I said, you know, that's a little harsh. You know, could you reconsider? And he did.
Ah.
He changed it from a 1-star to a 3-star.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
yeah, in other words, and we would have loved to sold that person a trailer.
Absolutely,
you know?
yeah.
And,
Yeah, it's not up to
so,
us.
Yeah, so it is not. Man, if it was up to us,
You be all we get the
everybody would
trailer.
be
Everybody get you get the
instant
trailer. You get the
approval.
trailer.
Yep,
Everybody gets the trailer.
everybody gets a trailer.
All right.
All right, Rosa. Thanks a lot. Have a good weekend,
All
okay?
right, Jim. You too.
Appreciate you
Thanks.
very much.
Thanks.
All right, there she goes. Rosa, give her a call. Stop and see her and see what's going on. I don't know if I mentioned Vanderwin's ice cream yet today or not, but I wanted to take a minute if he would join me. I'm going to ask somebody out of the audience to come over. It's Colin Walls II. Colin Walls II. Would you chit-chat with me for a minute? And in the meantime, I'm going to prep everybody for a roast beef and dumpling dinner. You got to get these things ordered. It's the 33rd annual spring dinner, the roast beef and dumplings. It's going to be next Sunday, the 6th. but you got to pick them up and you got to pre-order them. You got to pre-order them no later than March 2nd. This is the Bridgeville Fire Department's doing this. I saw it online. I don't have enough time to give out every single phone number, so I'm going to give out Bonnie's phone number. So if you want to order roast beef and dumplings, you want to get your order in, give Bonnie a call at 302-337-7275, 337-7275. Now, this is not part of a sponsor segment. This is Colin Walls the second. I want to say congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You bought a new pickup this. Oh, I meant you
yeah.
got married
That
this
too.
week. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He got married. Oh, let's do a picture real quick for our high school reunion. All right. You got married.
I did, yeah.
02-22-22.
Yeah.
Was that on purpose?
It was, yeah.
Was on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we announced that date here, actually.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, uh-huh.
I
get
missed it.
customers coming in all the time saying they,
When you get married?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. Well, and Maureen, how is she doing?
good. She's happy.
And how about the animals? Are they happy?
They are. Yes, they're very happy.
More harmony now.
Yes, yeah.
So,
yeah, we got more
all right.
room now. Bought a
More
new
room.
house.
That's right.
Yeah.
You did. And you got your own little shop?
Yeah, yep.
All right. Can you play pickleball in this shop?
Probably. If I knew what
Probably.
pickleball was.
Okay. That's an older person.
Yeah.
You'll know it soon enough in life.
Right, right.
All right. So anyway, you got married. Big day. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm
Appreciate it.
excited for you.
Yeah, thank you.
And then you went and bought a new pickup, or was the
Actually,
pickup?
I bought the pickup the night before.
That was for the honeymoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yep.
All right. Nothing like a pickup.
Yep.
All right. So anyway, and 4-wheel drive,
Four-wheel drive.
Toyota,
Nissan.
Nissan.
Frontier.
Okay.
2022 Frontier.
And I hear it just like rolled off the truck, and there it was.
literally rolled right off the truck. The salesman didn't even know about it.
Wow,
Talked
but
to the
you
general
did.
manager. Yeah, he
Yeah,
knew about
wow.
it. He said he'll set it aside if I come and get it tonight.
Really?
So yeah,
Well, don't wait 24 hours.
they said it would be sold the next morning.
No kidding. I
Yeah.
believe it. I believe it. Well,
Yep.
congratulations.
Thank you. I
So,
appreciate it.
So did you take the whole day off?
I
with you?
took the whole entire day off. Usually when
Wow.
I take days off, I'll go in and open the shop in the morning and
Oh.
then get things rolling, and then I'll leave.
Okay.
But I actually took the whole entire day off.
Was the shop open?
It was, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they opened without you.
Yeah. And they closed without me.
And you went and got married, and you took the entire day off.
Entire day, yep.
Wow. Okay, that's amazing. So I know some people that actually have gotten married, drove to Niagara Falls, spent a day or two, and was back to work by Monday.
Yep.
In
Nope,
other words,
we went home. Everybody came over to see our house. That
Okay.
went to the wedding. Came over to see our new house, and that was it.
that was it.
Went to work next day.
Hammer down, keep
Yep.
it moving.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's good.
Yep.
Well, maybe you'll get the day off with pay. You never know.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, I just wanted to say congratulations, and I'm proud of you. It's
Thank
been
you.
fun watching you grow up over the years. You've been very respectful of your parents, and in other words, I watched you, help your dad with all this stuff, and
Yeah. A lot of good influences.
Yep. Yep. But all this was not always your idea.
Right.
But you always were cooperative.
Yep.
And respectful. So
Yep.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
You are awesome.
Thank you.
Okay.
So are you.
All right. Well, here you go. I'm going to give you
Oh.
2 gift cards to Vanderbilt.
Now I know what we're doing for our honeymoon.
And I got dinner covered.
Holy moly.
I got dinner covered.
Wow.
2 Chick-fil-A gift cards.
Thank you.
And 2 mints. We'll call these
Wow.
after dinner mints.
Yeah.
All right. These are
Those
the
are
real
special.
high-end
Wow.
winter green ones.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna frame these probably. That's what I think I'm gonna do with them.
I'd frame them. Okay. Yeah.
Is that it?
All right. That's it.
All right, thank you.
You want some cash
No,
too?
no.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
Yeah,
What was
fortune
that?
Cookies.
Fortune cookies. Oh man, I should have had some of them fortune cookies. All right, congratulations, Colin and Maureen. Very happy for them. Very proud of them. And so you heard me mention Vanderwins, and people say, "Man, when are you going to give away some Vanderwins gift cards?" I just did. All right. Do I need to give any more away? Is there anybody out there listening or watching that would like 2 gift cards to Vanderwins? I don't even know, but we're going to turn on the phones. How about that? So if you want 2 gift cards to Vanderwins, here is your golden opportunity. I feel like Willy Wonka. This is your golden ticket. So anyway, call me right now at 302-422-7336. I'll put your name on the list. You can pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville next week, Tuesday through Saturday. Call me right now if you are listening or watching and want to get 2 gift cards to Vanderwins Ice Cream. They got 4 locations: Greenwood, Bridgeville, Dewey Beach, Fenwick Island. I don't know exactly when anything is open or isn't open, but I know that you can get 2 gift cards and they don't have an expiration date. They got cups and cones and quarts and whatever. So that might have been a phone call. Jonathan is taking over and he's like, "Yes, Jim, it was a phone call when the phone rings." Caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
And who am I speaking to?
Eddie.
Eddie, how's Eddie doing?
Eddie's doing pretty good.
And are you up for a couple gift cards to Vanderwin's?
Yes, I am.
And have you ever been
Been where?
to Vanderwin's?
Not really, no.
Okay. Do you like ice cream, or are you just going to give them away?
Oh, yeah. It's just I'm busy all the time.
Okay. All right. Well, Eddie, do you know where Weller's is in Bridgeville?
Yes, I do.
All right. And you can't go till next Tuesday. I got to get the cards there, okay?
All righty, I
But
appreciate that.
We'll set them aside. And are you watching on TV or Facebook or radio?
I'm watching you right now on TV.
On TV.
You've got long sideburns and a
Okay.
mustache.
That's me, yep. And a nice shiny bald head. Well, Eddie, thanks a lot, okay?
All righty.
See ya.
Right, bye.
Bye. All right, now that was Eddie, everybody, and he will eat ice cream, okay? And ice cream, they tell me, tastes better when it's free. So we're giving away gift cards to Vanderwin's Ice Cream. So if you want a couple of them, just pick up the phone. I only got one phone line, so you got to just dial and wait till you get through. It's 422-7336. 422-7336 if you want 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's. We got a lot going on here today. We're sitting inside Laurel Junction, Chef Fred's Cafe. The food is great. Are you guys leaving us? Is Frank and Chris leaving? Oh, they're going for more food. Okay. They want free refills. So anyway, they're going for breakfast. So we have a good little crowd here. We want to thank Linda last week. She worked above and beyond her skill level. She was unbelievable. We had so many comments, her pictures. She just had such a steady hand and did such a great job. And I saw Jim there in the background, just making sure Linda was okay, looking out for her. So anyway, we appreciate everybody from last week. So anyway, I do want to mention something big that's happening today. This is huge. This is huge-mongous. It's humongous. It's a sale. It's today. In fact, there's 2 of them today. So this is a sponsor segment for Dave Wilson, Wilson's Auction on Route 113 in Lincoln. So today, starting at 10 o'clock this morning, man, I went online and looked at the pictures. There is all kinds of stuff. I saw a lot of skis, and I don't know if it was snow skis or water skis, but I saw a bunch of them on a table, and I saw all kinds of stuff. So they got stuff inside, outside. The auction is going to go all day and into the evening, starting at 10 o'clock this morning on Route 113 in Lincoln. So if you've never been to Wilson's Auction, there's no sales tax, there's no buyer's premium. Whatever you bid is what you pay. You could have some fun today. I take my grandkids now and then, and I try to teach them how to do that, how to hold your hand, but hold your card, and you have a poker face so nobody can see what you're thinking. But today, also, off-site in Townsend, Delaware, okay, starting at 10 a.m., there's tractors, there's a combine, there's a sprayer, there's forklifts, there's rollers, there's trucks, there's tillage equipment, there's planters, there's farm equipment, there's shop equipment, there's tools, there's lawn and garden supplies, all being sold off-site in Townsend, Delaware today, the 26th of February, starting at 10 a.m. So listen, you need to check that out too. That's an off-site auction. So you can learn all about this at wilsonsauction.com. Just click on upcoming auctions, and then you'll see the different auctions listed there. They got another big one coming up in March. I'll tell you about that one next week. But anyway, Tuesday nights is the auto auction, 6 o'clock. You can buy and sell like the dealers do at auction on Tuesday nights at Wilson's Auction. So if you want to sell something, you want to buy something, check out wilsonsauction.com. If you need to call them, it's 302-422-3454. 422-3454. Dial it in that order. They've been around over 40 years, and they're very active on Facebook too. So Nicole and Kenny are going to be joining me after 8 o'clock, and we are going to talk about they have purchased the property where Wheeler's Park was. Now, I did a post on this last night, so if you look up James Weller on Facebook, there's a really cool video that somebody has shared on my Facebook post of years past. So there was a park in Harrington called Wheeler's Park. I remember it. Denise remembers it. But this is the couple that have bought the property. So the park is no more, but they've bought the property, and we're going to ask them what inspired this, in other words, and if they ever even heard of Wheeler's Park. So I went one day and just walked around and remembered this tree and that, but that's about it. But anyway, it's not there. but a lot of people have shared memories on my Facebook page. It's James J. Weller Jr. So anyway, used to be Jim Weller till Facebook made me match my driver's license. But anyway, so check out that video. What was in there? There was the, it was like a donkey or a mule pulling a cart. I think there was monkeys. I think there was people swinging on a Tarzan rope. I think there was also some little boats in the creek or the river. And I think there was a train. So it's just kind of interesting anyway. And so we're going to hear from the owners of the property. Not that Wheeler's Park is getting ready to reopen or anything. If it was, we would call it Weller's Park now. But anyway, Denise said my insurance man would be a no-go on that one. So we'll leave that thought alone. All right, I hear the music. I hear the music. So that means we're taking a break. Colin Walls is going to join me. Switch over to TV Delmarva right now, or Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook, and we'll be back on the radio in a couple minutes. I got to be quiet while this switch takes place. Boom, boom. All right, the switch is done. We have switched now to where we are officially on TV, Facebook, YouTube, but we are not on the radio. Right. So now we can show them everything we got to say. All right, Colin,
all right,
how
so,
are you?
And I do have to make a
what did
correction
I do?
for you.
Okay.
I heard you do it last week in your video.
What is it?
So you're saying Townsend, Delaware. The
Where
way
is
they
it?
pronounce it up there is Townsend.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Townsend.
I know it's spelled like Townsend.
Like Townsend Yerkes.
Like the chicken plant we used to have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but it's Townsend.
They say they call it Townsend.
And I did the same thing last week?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm
in your
consistent.
Video. There's video evidence of it. Yes. Yeah, you're consistent.
I'm consistently wrong.
I just hope they don't have something in Hockessin.
Or Lewes, Delaware.
Yeah, right.
Or Houston over there. Oh, my goodness. All right.
So anyway.
I'm doing my best.
I know you are.
If I was any better, I'd charge more. All right.
So anyway, yeah, just a small correction. No big deal.
All right.
No
so what do you
big
think
deal.
of Colin only taking one day off to get married?
Oh, I think that's fantastic.
Yep. And he
Yeah.
bought the pickup on his own time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's
what
great.
a work ethic, though, nowadays. You know, him,
Yeah.
her, everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And,
know, it's kinda
in her
cool.
job, I mean, I think she's one of the few that is
That dedicated.
showing up.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
From what I hear. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Well, it's amazing.
It
I love
is
seeing
amazing.
young people that got their head on straight. I just like seeing that.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yep.
Because you can go anywhere and see young people that got their head on backwards.
True.
So anyway, all right.
Yeah.
I've even seen some older people have their head on not straight. So
Hey,
with
TV
that
Delmarva.
said, TV Delmarva.
TV Delmarva. So coming up right after this show is
Is
called the Reporters
Reporters.
Weekly.
Yep.
So I think we're going to have Rob Petrie. Going to be hosting
And
this week.
they have put together a great show.
Yes, you're going to see some things from Jonathan Mastrada on there
Okay.
as well. So, yeah, so what it is a kind of a roundup of the news for the week
Right.
that's been on TV Delmarva. So we take everything and we just go into a little more depth with it. We can't
Right.
show you everything at our 4 o'clock news
Right. Mm-hmm.
just because there's not enough time. So we take
Go and
this
spend more time on it and
Exactly.
and give it. It's almost like a behind the curtains view, but it helps you understand it better. In other
yeah,
words.
so it's actually shot at one of our editing desks.
Is it really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So we shoot it in the room where we do the editing, the video editing, and so it's just kind of a more relaxed type of view of the news, where we can give you more details and kind of get in and really talk to the people. So a lot of times the interviews you see in our news, are a minute to 2 minutes. Well, we've actually talked to that person for 10, 15,
Yes.
sometimes
Yeah.
20 minutes. And so we want to give you a bigger picture of what's going on there. So right after Jim's show here on TV Delmarva, stay tuned for the Reporters Weekly. the
9 to
Reporters
9:30.
Weekly. Yes. No, 9 to 10.
9 to 10. Okay. A whole
Yep.
hour.
Yep.
Very
1
good.
hour show. 1 hour show.
Good.
And
Very
if
informative.
you missed this week's show, you'll be able to watch it next Saturday at 6 a.m. So before Jim's show. So we
how
replayed
cool.
last week's.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And also, Jim, I know I surprised you with this. We're replaying your show. This show here will be replayed Sunday at 6 p.m. Yes.
Okay. So
6
if
p.m.
you
Sunday.
didn't get enough of me on Saturday morning, or you thought you missed something,
Yeah.
or you want to check how I pronounce words,
Right. Yes. See if we change it in the editing process.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We might edit it.
Right.
Well, I'd like to see eventually your studio's in Georgetown, and it's
You've seen my studio.
I have. It's like the biggest TV studio I
Oh.
know of in Georgetown.
It is, yes.
So, but anyway, I'm looking forward to the day that you have it to where people come and can take tours and big tour buses
Right.
show up and
Yes.
and stuff like that. And you have a little souvenir shop and
Right, yeah.
selling them.
We do have a
keychains.
souvenir
now
shop.
you're
We've
giving
got
the
the
keychains
keychains.
away,
Yeah.
but next you'll be selling them. But
Yeah.
all right, how can somebody get a keychain? Is that still an option? Or is
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
it's
So
only- it's a
it's
special?
yeah. Just get up with me. Send me a message.
Send you a message.
through Facebook or
Okay,
whatever.
wrap it
yeah.
with a $10
Yeah.
bill.
Now I want to alert people to they can subscribe to our
Oh,
Facebook.
yeah. Okay, tell me
Our
about that.
Facebook group that we have. It's called the VIP subscribers page. So
Okay.
you're going to kind of get a little things. We're just starting to get it ramped up. You're going to get some prizes and giveaways that are only available to our subscribers.
Really?
It is $1.99 a month. That was the least amount that Facebook would allow us to charge
Okay.
for it. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And you're going to get kind of inside scoop on things. You're gonna see us behind the scenes there at the studio and things that
Okay.
we're doing. Maybe stories we're working on for the week and
Like a head start.
yeah, a little
You
bit
might
of a
get
head start.
on
Yeah,
things.
if we're out on location somewhere doing a live event, you're going to see us kind of behind the scenes on that. As we're setting
Wow.
up and getting prepared through the day.
So how do they find that?
They can go to our Facebook page, and
Right.
then there's I think it's a subscriber button there that you'll click.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to look and see.
And
Maybe
then
I'll
they
put a
put
link
their
on our
credit
website.
card in there or something. And then
I
that-
think so. Yeah.
Okay. All
Yep.
right.
Bruce
Are we-
Mears is a subscriber.
Bruce Mears. Well,
Bruce
Bruce
Mears.
Mears is one of the most intelligent men in Sussex County.
Right. So follow his
Okay?
lead.
Follow his lead. In other
Right.
words, he's amazing. In other words,
Yeah.
So, are we taking another picture, Linda?
Oh.
Do we look okay? Okay. I brushed my teeth this morning. All right. Are we on the radio or not
right,
on the
Jim.
radio? I can't tell. All right. What was that? Somebody clapping because we brushed our teeth? All right. He noticed I didn't brush them yesterday. All right. We're back on the radio. I hear the music. So we got lots of things going on here today. It's amazing. So what's going on now? We gave away a little bit of ice cream. Eddie got some. I guess you can get our next guest rounded up, Denise, if you would. What is she saying? She's busy with the timer. Denise can't do it all. She's just one person. And so anyway, Jerry's Lawn Care. People say, Jerry Santoro. They know him. They've dealt with him. Every time I talk about him, people say, yeah, I know him, or he did this, or he did that for me, or whatever. Jerry's a real good guy. Sponsors the show, so we appreciate Jerry's Lawn Care. But they do lawn care. So if you're figuring out who's going to do your lawn care, or you need some pavers, or maybe you want an irrigation system this year, it's hard to say what you might need, but he will help you out. Something he's really into is mulch, and more mulch. $15 a yard. If you want some mulch, nobody's got a better deal than Jerry Santoro, Jerry's Lawn Care. Now, on top of that, he does lot clearing. So if you've got a building lot that you maybe want cleared, he can help you clear your building lot. It's Jerry's Lawn. Maybe you got some tree work that needs done. You got a limb that's leaning or a tree that's leaning. We actually had a whole tree fall over in the yard. So anyway, we're just letting you know Jerry does all kinds of stuff. He's licensed, he's insured, he's friendly, he's honest, he's fair. He'll do a good job for you. All you got to do is call him on the telly, okay? Call him on the telephone. And what's his phone number? Got to dial it in this order. 302-363-6025. 363-6025. That is jlc-llc.com on the web. Give him a call. Tell him I sent you. He'll do a good job. Now, my next guests have arrived. They have no idea why they've been summoned to this show, but we're going to take a picture first. So we're going to look at that young lady. Her name is Linda. And we're taking a picture. They're building a new post office in Lincoln. And in case we ever need to be on the wall, we want to have pictures. So it's Nicole and Kenny, correct?
Yes. Good
You
morning.
remember the day we met?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You've dreaded it ever since? No. All right.
Not at all.
Well, first of all, you're both retired military. Is that
are.
right?
Yes. That's
So I
correct.
want to say thank you for your service. And how did you end up in Delaware?
So,
I need you to talk into that microphone when you talk, okay?
we were looking for property to retire
Okay.
from the military, and
Okay.
I'm originally from Connecticut and missed
Okay.
the Four Seasons.
Okay.
And just kind of going on Realtor.com, we came across the property known
In
as
Harrington.
Wheeler's Park. Yeah.
And do you call it Harrington or Harrington?
We call it Harrington.
Harrington,
But
okay.
we
Just
know
a-
there's some that call it Harrington.
all kinds of versions.
Yes, kind of like Townsend.
And if I say, yeah, Townsend, right, there you go. She was listening. All right, so this property that you bought, you never knew it as Wheeler's Park, correct?
No.
Okay, so I knew it as Wheeler's Park, and I presume you've seen videos of it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so anyway, I have some childhood memories, and my wife and I and her friends wanted to see it again, and you were gracious enough to let us look at it. But it was cool, and so you bought it more just as, this is a piece of property, it's where we're going to live.
Right, it's our forever home.
Okay.
When we came out to look at the property, not only were we impressed with the home itself, but the grounds. And that's when the agent told us about the history of Wheeler's Park.
Oh,
Being
not till you
history
got
buffs,
there.
Yeah.
Didn't tell you
being
till you
history
got there,
buffs,
okay.
We fell in love with the story, and
Wow.
we feel honored to be taking care
Is
of it.
the house Mr. Wheeler's house?
It is.
Okay, so the house you live in is the house he lived in.
That's correct.
All right, and what do you know about the park? Like, is there any special things you could share that maybe I don't know?
Well,
Where's the money buried?
it's all in the wishing well.
Oh, it's all in the wishing well. Okay, that's a good answer.
Well, it started in about 1948, 1950, with just one picnic table.
That big concrete one?
That's correct. And people in town would also picnic there.
Okay, just a
So
park.
about 1950, he decided to put in other picnic tables, some playground equipment. Eventually, he got monkeys and 3 burros. The park would be open from Memorial Day to Labor Day every
Okay.
season, 7 days a week, and would
Wow.
host up to 20,000 people in one season.
Isn't that amazing?
It really is.
He was like the Walt Disney of Delaware.
I think so.
You know, in other words-
he only had a 7th grade education.
Really?
That's right.
And
But he was
did he
very-
work for a living also?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He was a carriage painter at first.
Really?
And
like
then-
a horse-drawn carriage?
Yes. And then he was worked for the Pennsylvania Railroad.
Really?
He also opened the first radio store in Harrington.
Really?
Yes, and he also sold bottled gas. So
Bottled
he was
gas.
a jack of all trades.
Sounds like it. And
Yeah,
a worker.
and a hard worker. Yes, he and his wife Lillian loved children.
Okay.
And as you mentioned earlier, there was a train on the property.
Yeah.
He had a tunnel, and the trick was if you yelled really, really loud, it might earn you a second trip around
On the train.
tracks. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
So this past year, we've been bringing the property back up to park kind of atmosphere. It'll never be what it once was.
Right.
Last year, we had our first annual open park/house where we
Okay.
hosted over 100 people.
Really?
Yes. So that's something we plan to do annually.
Okay.
And you'll see that advertised on Facebook on the
Okay.
Greater Harrington Historical Society.
Greater Harrington's to store.
That's correct.
Right.
It'll
Doug
be in
Poor's thing.
October. That's correct.
He does a great job.
Doesn't he, though? Yeah.
I think his mom helps him in there too.
Yes.
I was in there one day and I heard him say "mom," and I was thinking that's his mom
That's
helping
right.
her. So it's kind of neat when but they keep that museum running well.
They really do.
They
And
do.
he's been a huge help to us. We
Yeah.
are petitioning to get a historical marker.
Oh,
The
really?
application is in, and we're hoping to get that approved and maybe hopefully have it in place by the next open park/house.
Really? One of them big things with all the words on it?
Correct.
Who's your senator or representative? I'm just curious.
That's with Doug Poor.
Okay, Doug
He's
Poor's
helping us
line.
with it.
He's
Okay,
helping us
because
with
that's
that.
where you'll get it
Because
done.
Although we bought the property in 2008, we've only moved in 2019. So we're still
Would you
kinda
rent it
new.
out before that?
We did.
Really?
Yes.
I thought I read on your card or something. You also are real estate people, or you
Yes,
having
we
other
have-
properties and stuff.
Yeah.
Investors.
We have
Okay.
some rental property.
Okay, well, good. So you both were in the military and decided to retire to Delaware, bought this property. Do people, I don't want to run you over with people coming and looking at it. So are people allowed to come look at it or not people allowed to come look at it? What's your preference?
We encourage people to come.
Really?
Yes, and they're free to walk the property. We ask that you do not enter any of the outbuildings,
Right,
as they are
right.
not safe. But we've got seating areas around the pond.
Okay.
The
So they could have a
shuffleboard courts
picnic
are
or-
still there. Absolutely. And if we're home, we'll come out and say hi. We love to hear your stories of when you were a kid growing up and what you did out
Right.
at Wheelers Park. So you can park at the end of the street, come walk around,
What
chat with us.
street is it called?
Harrington Avenue.
Harrington Avenue in Harrington.
Yeah, Harrington Avenue, not 2nd Street. There
Okay.
are other neighbors that live at the top
Would
of 2nd
prefer
Street.
not.
We'd
Right.
prefer, folks, if they're going to park out there, park at the end of Harrington Avenue.
Okay, but they could pretty much come daylight hours. Don't be coming in the middle of the night or nothing. You
Right,
know,
please.
you know, daylight hours. And there is this big, I'll call it concrete picnic
That's
table.
exactly what it is.
Who made that?
Mr. Wheeler, I assume.
Wonder how he did it.
I have no idea.
You know, like he had to build forms probably, and you know, but it's. I think the bench is concrete and
Yes.
the top is concrete.
So there's one long picnic table at the end of Harrington Avenue that you're welcome to picnic at. And there's another concrete picnic table near the gazebo. The gazebo is sturdy, and that can be walked in and looked around. We don't mind that at all.
The gazebo's going.
The gazebo's there.
Oh no, I was saying gazebo. You were saying gazebo. I was messing with the words.
You and your pronunciation.
Oh, it's unbelievable. My educational level shows up when I speak.
Oh, no.
But okay, so people could come, pick up your trash, be respectful, you
That's
know,
right.
in other words. But I think it's nice that you allow that. I really do, you know.
We're in
But-
love with the history of it. We really
Wow.
are. And we're very honored to be taking care of it and call it ours.
Yeah, wow. And do you have pets?
We do.
Okay.
We have chickens,
No monkeys?
no monkeys.
Okay, just checking.
Unfortunately.
I didn't know where all them monkeys got to, you know.
We do have a couple of dogs that
Okay.
are on the property but are friendly.
Okay. And you got some chickens.
And chickens.
Do they lay eggs?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, good. That's a good idea. There's shortages of everything nowadays.
I know, right.
Yeah. Well, good. And what else do you want to share with us? Anything else, or what should we need to know?
We're just excited that after we retired from the Air Force, to moving around from place to place for so many years, to find this place. We love the community.
Mm-hmm.
We love the feel, and we're excited to, as she said earlier, call this our forever home.
Wow. I'm so glad you got it. In other words, you know, somebody else could have bought it and built houses back there, or
And we're
tore it
still
all down.
we're
and-
still friends with Mr. Wheeler's grandson, Richard
Oh, there's
Wheeler.
a grandson. I didn't know that.
That is
okay,
who we
okay.
bought the property from.
Okay.
And
All
so
right.
we're
Does he
still-
still live around here?
Yes, and he
Okay.
was at the open house, open park last year, and hopefully he'll be joining us again this October. You can watch for that on Facebook at the Greater Harrington Historical Society page. Look for it around October for the open house, open park, and I hope you'll join us.
Oh, we're going to. We're going to. So, what do you think of this show? Have you ever heard it? Did you watch any of it before you got here? Or?
No.
Okay, just that's good. That makes it better that way.
So when we first got here, both of us joined the local Rotary Club.
Okay.
And there's another member, Frank, in the club that frequently talks about this
Your show.
Who's that? Frank who?
Frank Newton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he's probably listening right now.
Isaac's
Hey, Frank.
son-in-law, Isaac Newton.
So he,
very
funny. Okay.
he told us frequently about
What to
this,
expect.
about the, well, actually, just about the show, just in normal conversation.
Okay.
So then when, whether it was Doug or you that reached out to us directly, it was, oh, okay, yeah, we've heard of that show. We
Okay,
haven't
just
tuned in to
wondered.
listen to it, so we have since.
Well, it's my own little show. I'm not affiliated with anybody. We pay for the time, and it's all us. And we've been doing it now 9 years.
Wow.
And I own a business in Bridgeville called Weller's Utility Trailers. We sell sheds and trailers and stuff like that. And we just do it, and we try to get people on of interest. And we're not paid professionals. You know, we're just having a good time. You know.
Absolutely.
So, do either one of you like ice cream? Have you heard of ice cream?
Love ice cream.
I don't know if that's just a Delaware thing, you know.
No.
But okay. Well, I'm going to give you a couple gift cards to Vanderwins. I'll give you 4 of them. 1, 2, 3. I'll give you 4 Vanderwins. Is that okay?
That is wonderful.
I'm going to give you that.
Thank you so
I'm going to give
much.
you a couple keychains. This is a Weller Does Delmarva one, and then this is a Weller's keychain, okay? And I'm going to give you my card in case you need me. But if you'd like to be on again a time or two, I wouldn't mind having you if you want to.
Sure, we'd be
So,
happy
like, if
to.
you get done and say, I got more thoughts I'd like to share,
Yeah.
that would be fine. And if you find any business investments you don't want, let me know.
Okay.
I'm always looking for investments too.
Okay,
so.
very
All right,
good,
well,
Jim.
thank you both
Thank
very
you.
much. This was so nice.
Thank you
okay?
for having us on.
All right,
Yes.
thanks a lot. All right, take care.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, there they go. Wheelers Park in Harrington. Listen, folks, you ought to just sometime take the kids and take a walk and just go check it out. I think Jim and Linda Bosco would really appreciate seeing it. So anyway, it's kind of neat. Denise, sit down just real quick there for a minute. Now I got her now, boy. She's like, I didn't think I was going to have to do anything today. Real quick, how did I do with them?
You did really well.
Because she said to me,
Oh,
what
my
did you say to
goodness.
me?
I said, what in the world are you going to talk about? Because
They don't know me.
They don't know you, but they don't know anything about the park, I thought.
Right.
But she knew more than...
Oh, my gosh.
She was a wealth of information.
All right, let's take a quick picture
yeah,
here.
okay.
Denise is sporting a new hairdo, and so am I. Mine is finally touching my ears.
Yeah, I was quite impressed with that interview.
I did
Because
good, right?
I'm thinking, what in the world are you going to talk to him about?
Right. So real quick, we went away,
Oh, yeah.
and we came home. We went on a
That was
4-day
it.
trip.
That was it.
Anyway, and 2 days of it was traveling.
Yeah, it was
But
a lot of
we had a
traveling.
good time together, didn't we?
We did.
And we tolerated each
We
other
did. No fights
so
broke
well.
out. We did good.
I found some cookies at Gatlinburg. And once I found them, I was in a much better mood.
They were good
Okay?
cookies.
Oh, my
I'm not
gosh.
a cookie eater, but I had to
They
stick
were
my
really
hand in
good.
that bag.
We'll
a
have to bring
couple
some and
times.
show them on the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll be ordering them online.
by
won't you?
by the case.
Yeah.
It used to be fortune cookies. Now.
Oh, and then chocolate covered pretzels.
Oh my
You've got
gosh.
those, yeah.
Yep. So anyway, other than that, I just wanted to get your review of my interview there. Because
You and-
all the way here, she was like, what in the world did you make them come down to Laurel, Delaware for?
Debbie
All right,
Downer.
Debbie Downer. The loom is in, correct?
Yes, it is.
I-
It's been taken out of the box. and
So what
that's-
do you make? I mean, people were like, what are we going to make? Like pots? What's that called? A pot holder? Or
Yeah, no.
what is it?
Well, it depends on what size loom you get. You know,
Okay.
the larger, I guess you could make larger things.
Well, let's speak with the one that we've purchased.
Right.
What
we
are you
ordered
going to
a
make?
20-inch, which is large for a small loom.
Okay.
Okay. So I can make table runners.
Okay.
I can make pillows.
Okay.
I can make scarves, like those infinity scarves that are real long
Oh,
and go
yes,
down.
the infinity scarves.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Placemats, and
Okay.
you can make
So we're going to like open up a
coasters.
booth here?
Well, let me tell you
and you're
what I
gonna sell
really.
this stuff?
is what I really wanted it for.
Oh,
okay?
here
And
we
it's-
go now.
It's wackadoodle. Okay.
Wackadoodle. Okay.
Okay. I love making miniatures.
Okay.
And so I am making the pieces of the tabernacle back in Moses' day when they did the
Oh, good
tabernacle.
old
All the
Moses.
little pieces. And I'm putting them in an antique, it's actually my grandfather's bookcase, 3-level bookcase.
thing with the glass doors on the
because
front.
The tabernacle was divided into areas, okay?
Okay.
So each piece. But it was lined with linen curtains.
Oh,
And
boy.
so I like making things as realistic as I can.
I can see
and
that.
so I'm going to make the curtains, because they won't be large curtains because it's
Right.
just going in a bookcase, with this loom, instead of just going and buying a piece of material and try to make it. The thing about looms, it's not just making material, but you can make your own patterns.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can put, you know.
Especially if you don't know what you're doing.
Right. Well,
They'll all
there-
be original.
There's a lot to it. I thought it was easier than what it is, but there is a lot to it. But I'm taking it step by step. I got my entire lifetime to do it. It's not going to go bad. It's not really.
It's not
taking
eating
a-
anything.
It's not eating. Not
It's
gonna
almost
cost,
paid for.
It's not going to cost another thing. So
Right.
I think it's a good hobby.
All right.
So I don't know. You know.
I'm
it's-
so proud of you.
Okay.
Okay, but when you open up a store down here and sell them,
I know. No, that won't happen, you know,
Okay.
because there's
She
so
doesn't
much
like to
work,
sell
so
anything.
much work into go into
Right.
it. But there's all kinds of clubs and all kinds of things you can get into that other people do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because as I'm finding out, I'm thinking I was about the only person in the area. Well, no, didn't you find out Becky Gaffney did something?
well, she
with
does
one?
something. I'm not
Okay,
sure if
so
she's looming.
I'm
She
not
may-
the only person out
she's
there.
doing something with cloth, okay? I
Yeah.
don't know exactly what.
Anyway,
All right.
so it's just another fun thing. But you
Okay.
really were good on that trip.
I was a good boy.
You were really good. Yeah.
I made her proud of me.
Yeah.
So, and I wanted to cross that bridge, and it was closed because of the wind.
Would you have really done that?
I hope not.
It's the longest pedestrian suspension bridge in the country, I
Right.
think is what it was. And it connects two mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And we were only told about it right before we left. So
Mm-hmm.
we added it to the list. So we did do everything we wanted on our original list.
Right,
But
but
the
I-
things we added to
was
did not work
overwhelming.
out. Well,
I didn't even have time to get a new nitroglycerin prescription, like some fresh nitro. In case.
No, the winds in Gatlinburg were too bad, and so they didn't have the sky lift going. And
I
they
was
didn't-
so
You
disappointed.
couldn't walk the bridge. The national park was shut down.
It was awful.
It was because
It was awful.
It was like
I
an
couldn't
hour.
take that 2.5 mile walk. I couldn't walk across the bridge. I couldn't go on the sky lift.
Yeah, because we spent an hour and a half getting there, an hour and a half getting back. But Gatlinburg,
We found them cookies.
We did, but I don't
found
like
them cookies.
Gatlinburg, quite frankly.
I
It
like
is
the
so
cookies.
busy.
Okay.
And it's just so, the traffic, even off season, there's just across the street,
I got
it
the
was
Mayor
difficult.
I got the Mayor of Gatlinburg scheduled here, so
Yeah,
let's
it
not.
was- I know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say anything negative.
Right, because we're going back for more cookies.
No, we're going to just order those cookies.
Okay, well, listen.
Anyway, I'm
Your
sorry.
time is looming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to let you go if that's okay, all right?
I'm going to go.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
All right, there she goes, all right? Denise. Chick-fil-A, let's brag on them just real quick, just for the heck of it, because Chick-fil-A is one great company. Man, I had a sandwich the other day. It was just so good. The iced tea, this is a sponsor segment, but just everything they have, the salads, their sauces. I had it delivered the other day. It was spot on. I just can't say enough about these people. I don't know how they do it, how they get the employees to be so friendly and pleasant, but if you want a good dining experience, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the only day they're closed is Sundays, and I don't blame them. I just want to tell you, Chick-fil-A does a good job. And you've got them everywhere. You've got one in Milford. You've got one in Camden. You've got one in Seaford. You've got one in Salisbury. You've got one in Rehoboth. You've got one in Millsboro. They're all over. So check out Chick-fil-A. Some of them deliver it themselves, and some of them use DoorDash. So Chick-fil-A is where it's at. Eat more chicken at Chick-fil-A. All right? So that was a segment for Chick-fil-A. Now let's talk real quick about Dr. T. Dr. T, Dr. Bud, you know it. It is Peninsula Chiropractic Center. Now, on the trip, I got a little crink in my neck. In other words, so that may happen to you. So if you need a good chiropractor, whether you got a crink in your neck, whether your shoulder or your wrist or your elbow or your knee or your hip or your pelvis is out of line, chiropractic care is really an amazing, medical procedure. In other words, it's an adjustment. In other words, because you got unadjusted and they're adjusting you. And I just love dealing with Peninsula Chiropractic Center, and you will too. So whether you've been in an auto accident, whether you want to use your insurance or pay cash, whatever, they are very accommodating, very convenient hours, very friendly, very pleasant. It's Dr. T, which is Dr. Trillia, owner-operator, and Dr. Bud, who is his right-hand person. Between the two of them, they do a fantastic job. Children, adults, senior citizens, whatever, and they'll tell you right straight up. If you got something wrong with you and they don't think chiropractic care can help, they'll tell you. They won't waste your time or your money, okay? So it's called PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web. That's PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web. Like them on Facebook. They're very active there. Call them on the telephone. It's 302-629-4344. 629-4344. Now, Bruce Mears is here. He's in the house, okay? We're going to have him on after Colin Walls comes on again, okay? And Bruce is very, very intelligent. So I want you to prepare yourself to listen to somebody more intelligent than me, okay? So it's going to be exciting to hear what he has to say. I've got a series of questions lined up for him. We're also going to be taking a phone call from Debbie Short in just a little bit. She's going to talk about her organization and Do More 24. And I did want to also tell you about Josh McNeil. You've heard me talk about him in the past, and he took the winter off because he does blacktop work. So this is a sponsor segment, and Josh does blacktop. So if you got a blacktop driveway and it's got cracks in it, and you want them all sealed, and you want it all nice seal coated and looking just like new, he can do that. If you got a stone driveway and you're just at a point, you say, you know what? I'm getting a tax return back. I want to go ahead and get a blacktop driveway. It makes your house cleaner, makes your pets cleaner, makes your vehicles cleaner. It's kind of cool. I remember when Denise and I went from having a driveway that was stone to one that was blacktop. We loved it. So anyway, and your animals can go out there on a nice sunny day and lay there, and snakes like to lay on the blacktop and so on. So anyway, it is Josh McNeil, McNeil's Paving, locally owned and operated, been around a long time. And if you don't want a blacktop driveway and you just want some millings put down or crushed concrete or whatever, if you got some driveway needs, whether it's a new job or repair or maintenance, Josh will help you out. So it's Josh McNeil is his name. Going to give you his phone number. You ready? It's 302-945-7131. That's 302-945-7131. I've known Josh for years. He's done many jobs for me. I've been very happy. Found him to be very affordable, very friendly, very pleasant. If you want to get on the schedule, he's booking up. It's him and his sons and his grandsons. Good family-run business. Josh McNeil, McNeil's Paving. Give him a call at 302-945-7131. I hear the music. Switch over to TV Delmarva right now or Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook page. We're going to chat with Colin Walls. Here we go, everybody. So anyway, I was supposed to take a pause. That's the pause, okay? It's over. It's over. The pause is because it's over. Colin, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Jim?
I'm doing wonderful. What do you think of the show today?
That's been good. Yeah.
Been
Yeah, the
pretty
Wheelers
good.
Park thing is interesting. I think.
Did you ever go there?
No. I think we could make a little
Story out of it?
story documentary,
I think
something
that would
out
be
of it.
neat.
Yeah.
Yes,
that would be neat. Yeah. Yep.
Maybe we can. Doug Poor knows a lot about it.
Okay.
And I did not know there was a person named Wheeler still around. So in other words,
Oh, really?
that's
Okay.
also interesting. I think it was. They said
I
it
think
was
he
his
owns
grandson's.
that trailer store, Wheeler's Trailer.
Wheelers. So
Yeah.
But what an interesting thing. You never went. You said.
No, I've never
Okay.
been.
All I remember is I got in this little boat. I was just a little kid, and I remember I got stung by so many bees. It might have just been 2, but it scarred
That
me.
was enough.
That was enough,
Yeah.
yeah. But I remember the Tarzan rope and
Really?
the monkeys.
Yeah, I
and
think it was before my time.
Yeah.
That would have, because I'm sure I would have gone if it
Yeah,
wasn't.
but I remember it. And it just Denise and her lady friends and we all went there and just walked around, and it was kind of fun to just walk around and see it. So.
Yeah, well, that's good.
And the
Sounds
wishing
interesting.
well was still there. So
Oh, wow.
yeah. So
And so there's a Harrington Heritage Day, right? Is that
yeah, that would probably be a different day.
that's a
but
different thing?
Different
Okay.
thing. Right.
What is this? It's,
They had some kind of a Wheelers Park Day, and I
Oh,
guess
okay.
people came out. I think she said 100 people came.
Wow.
So, in other words, and that's where we first heard about it. As people posted pictures,
Right.
I felt like I missed something. So then we reached out and we went over ourselves, and they're saying people can go there today and just walk around a little bit
just
and check
go.
it out.
You don't have to
Nope.
make an
I
appointment or
forgot
anything.
I
Wow.
forgot what street. Harrington Street.
Harrington
So
Street,
it's
yeah.
at the very end of Harrington Street. You just park. There is a big concrete picnic table, so you could take the kids and have a little picnic if you want. They
Yeah,
can run
wow.
around some. So there's
I owned
just-
a house on 2nd Street in Harrington.
Did
for a
you
little while.
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Bought a house and fixed it up and sold it.
Wow. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. So TV
Harrington,
Delmarva,
Harrington Avenue. Sorry.
Harrington Avenue.
It was on Harrington
Did I
Avenue,
say
that's
Harrington
right.
Avenue?
You did, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to
Harrington Avenue.
I'm trying to be more professional here and get things right.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. So
So-
TV Delmarva's got it going on. We got another show right at 9:00, 9 to 10.
Okay.
The Reporters Weekly. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct.
All
Right
and-
after the show.
And it's a team of
Immediately.
people put this together, not just Jonathan.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So anyway, it's fun to watch these guys, Colin. These you've got Hunter, you've got Jonathan, and you've got Rob Petrie.
Yep.
In other words, and they're all in their element. They're just happy.
Right.
They're working hard. They're out there looking for things. They aren't perfect. They're not polished. This is what they do. They're
pretty
growing
polished.
up.
I wouldn't say
Well,
they're not polished. I would say they're pretty polished.
Pretty polished. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, they're
so-
pretty polished.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm just saying I think it's interesting to see the enthusiasm at what they go at things.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not like it's my job. I have to go do this.
No, but
they're
but these
into it.
guys are professionals, and unlike you and I sitting up here,
Right.
They're professionals. They know how to broadcast. And
Well,
to,
they've
to
done
get
it
the news
before,
out.
too.
Well, yeah, yeah.
So they've done it a little more.
Yep.
Yeah. They care how they look.
Yeah.
More than I do. So, anyway. But I just find the whole thing exciting to watch. That's all. I can
I do
remember
too.
when all this was just a conversation,
Yeah.
and then another conversation.
Yeah, and there was lots
Yeah.
of conversations about it.
Right.
But yeah, they're out there doing what they're supposed to be doing, and they're out there working in the public's interest.
Right.
Is what I believe, and that's why television, radio stations are issued FCC license is for the public good, for the public interest. So
Right.
That
right.
is
Not
that is
your
what-
personal interest.
Right.
For the
That is
public
that
interest.
is absolutely what these FCC licenses are about, to work in the public's interest.
Well,
Yep.
good.
And you're required
Right.
to do that as a FCC license holder.
Right.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Well, I like seeing it all evolve. In other
Yeah.
words, I mean, I've seen this thing start from just a thought and an idea over a lunch table to papers and contracts and frequencies and
Yeah.
wires and
Yep.
oh, it's been interesting.
More equipment than I've ever seen.
Yeah, and ever planned on buying probably.
Right. There's lots of it.
It's a good thing you didn't know all that in the beginning.
Oh, right. Well, that's a lot of things. If you know everything in the beginning,
Right.
you would never do anything, I don't think.
Right, that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
so-
Wouldn't even take a trip to Gatlinburg if you knew everything.
Did you like it down there?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Denise did not, or you were
No, she didn't
the
like
ride?
Gatlinburg.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, the ride was good. We all
Okay.
got along fine. We tried to learn all these features on this new vehicle,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But
We stayed in a cabin when we went down there.
okay, did you have any
6
bears
months ago
come
or
up?
whatever. Oh, yeah, we saw a couple
Okay,
bears. Yep.
yep.
And the cabin we stayed in, that lift went right above it. We could see it at night going right
Oh,
above
wow.
it. So you could see down into the town of Gatlinburg, and then the
Look
sky
up the
lift went
thing.
right above us. Yeah.
It worked at nighttime.
Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah. Well, the lights worked anyway.
Okay, the lights
Yeah.
worked, and it was moving.
And it was moving, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow, how
Yep.
neat.
So it was really neat. Yeah.
It
So
never
where did,
crossed my mind to do that in the dark.
where did you stay? Did you stay
Where
at
did-
a
we stayed in
hotel, or-
Asheville.
Oh, you stayed.
Yeah, at a hotel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everything else we were doing was in Asheville.
Oh, okay. You
So
didn't
we
stay
went
in
to
Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg. She
You
said,
just-
what was it, 10 minutes away, she said?
I thought it was 10 miles away. It wasn't 10 miles.
It's an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's a little ways away.
It's just 10
Yeah.
minutes down the road, Jim.
Yeah. Look, it's only that far on the map.
Right, it's not that far on the map. But a long time ago, we went and stayed in a cabin. A friend of ours had one.
Okay.
Yep, we only did that once, right?
Right, we did that.
Had a hot tub. It was a nice
Yeah.
little cabin. Yep.
Yep, this one did too. So
Yep.
yeah.
It's so
So-
busy down there.
It's,
So busy. It's busier than Lincoln.
did you go during in the middle? You went during the week, right? Or did you
Yeah.
go on the weekend?
No, we
Okay.
went in the middle of the week.
And it's off season.
Really?
and it was
Yeah.
so busy.
Oh, it was real busy.
Really?
But we went to
I wonder if
one
there was a big
place-
event going on or something down there.
Well,
maybe
that show we went to,
at the convention center there in town.
I think that was
I don't know. I don't know what it was, but it was a
The
big
Loom show. That's what it was.
No, this was a craftsman show. It was people
All
that
those
made
wild loom
really, the wild
people.
looms. I'll tell you what, we had a good time overall, and we found some really good cookies.
Good. All right.
All right,
I'll
we
see
done?
you, Jim. Yep.
See you,
Have a good
Colin.
week.
All right. All right, here we are. We're back on the radio, everybody. So Jim Weller here. You are in the final half hour of Weller Does Delmarva. We're going to talk to Bruce Mears, and then we're going to jump right into a segment with Debbie Short. I don't know if she's going to join me in person or on the phone or how she's going to do it. But listen to me real quick. I want to talk about my accountant. All right, so this is a sponsor segment, all right? It's the time of year people are doing their taxes and getting their thoughts together and how am I going to pay these things or how can I avoid paying them or why am I paying them in the first place? It's because you made money, okay? Here's what my accountant always says. Do you have the money in the bank? Yes. Well, then you've made money. There's nothing worse than making a profit and not having the money. So anyway, I'm just letting you know that I like dealing with George Luff, his son Tyler, and the whole team of people at Luff & Associates. Now, they're in Milford, they're in Rehoboth, and they're in Dover. They're everywhere, okay? I've dealt with them for almost 30 years, all right? Now, I do talk to my accountants quite frequently. I'm always buying something. I want to know what's the best way to structure this purchase, and so I probably talk to them more than some of their customers do. But I like them. Now, they also do payroll, so they have a thing called Easy Payroll. So we started dealing with them 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago now on the payroll side of things. So if you have a business, you need some help with accounting, you got some questions, and you don't have to be a business to deal with them. You could be just an individual, okay? And they'll help you out any way they can. They are CPAs, they know what they're doing, and they're very friendly and accommodating. They return phone calls, and I like dealing with them. So who in the world am I talking about? Luff & Associates, and the phone number is 302-422-9699, 422-9699, and they're on the web at Luff. That's Luff, luffcpas.com. Now, here he is, everybody. This is one of the most intelligent men I know. One of them. I only know like 3 or 4 people. We're taking a picture first, Bruce. All right. All right, there he goes.
Good
Bruce
morning, Jim.
Mears, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Local builder, local contractor, motorcycle enthusiast.
Yes, sir.
Loves the Lord, loves his family.
That's right.
You're on planning and zoning.
Yes, sir.
And what else are you into?
Just about everything I can get into.
All right.
Yeah.
So-
Community-wise and
You busy?
oh, we're booked out for the year.
Are you
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, we're scheduling for next year.
All right. I
Our
have a
next start will be-
contracting question.
Okay.
I saw where you were boarding up windows in a new house.
Yes.
Help me understand, because I'm seeing this all over.
It's just an unfortunate thing, Jim. It's the supply chain issue.
So you get going on a house,
Yeah.
and then you're ready to put the windows in.
Yeah, after we pay 300% more for building materials and get the house up, we're ready to rough in the electric, the plumbing, the HVAC. And you need to keep all this stuff dry.
Out of the weather.
So you can order your windows till your client signs your contract. So
Okay.
what we used to get in 3 weeks now takes 16 weeks to get. So
And
that
some of
particular
your
house,
houses,
we got a 9-month building window.
and that's because some of the towns, while it's tourist time, they don't want you downtown
Yeah.
building. What
Yeah.
is it, Memorial
Well,
Day to Labor Day?
The towns will let you build. You can't drive pilings in the summer. But the North Bethany
okay.
developments, they all shut down Memorial Day to
Okay.
Labor Day.
Okay.
So you've got 9 months, and
So
this
you're
is-
boarding the windows up because you can't get the windows.
Yes.
Golly
So we
dang.
had that particular house roughed in, ready for insulation and drywall, and it just sat 2 weeks waiting for windows.
My
So,
goodness. Well, everybody's ready to keep the flow moving.
Yeah, I think it's going to improve soon.
Do you really?
So, yeah, I do.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm going to take your
yeah.
word for that.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it's
going
going
to
to
take your word for
soon.
that. So, anyway, what else have I got? Did you answer that? Okay, that's probably Debbie. So I'll get to her in a few minutes. All right. So anyway, what else you want to talk about? You pick a subject.
Okay, well, it's an election season. Can we talk
Oh, it
about
is.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You aren't going to talk about Doug Hudson, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about Doug Hudson.
I knew you
and
would.
two others,
He's your
please.
high school buddy.
High school buddy. He's my Sussex County councilman.
Okay.
And I'm his planning and zoning commissioner.
Okay.
And this week, county council votes on redistricting.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And if they vote to approve redistricting, Doug and I get Fenwick in our
Okay.
district.
Okay.
And from the beach into Route 20 and then Route 20 into Dagsboro.
Well, that's
and
good.
It just makes a little more sense.
Right.
Because they had us on the other side of the bay, which we
Oh,
love those
okay.
people and we loved helping
Right.
them all we could.
But it's not your backyard.
It's not our backyard, so we're really excited about that.
And you
So-
two working together, with him being on the council and you being on the zoning, you both know each other. You also know the community.
Right.
I would say that would be a plus plus.
Right, and we've been
or a
involved
win-win.
with it forever. So
Right.
you
Wow.
know, yeah, I think we're a good team. So we got to reelect Doug.
Okay.
Right now, there's not a primary, but if there's a
Okay.
primary, we got to get out and vote for him.
All right.
And we also got to reelect John Riley.
John Riley. Okay.
Yeah. Now,
Yep.
both of these guys were freshman councilmen, but they did a super job. And
They hit the ground running.
They hit the ground running, and you need more than 4 years to accomplish
Right.
your goals when
Right.
you take an
Right.
office. So,
But they both are, I would say, movers and shakers in the community. They
yeah.
know things. They know what's going on. They own businesses. They have the pulse of the community.
both of them care.
Care. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be the thing.
Yep.
And they
Yep.
care enough to get involved.
They care enough to get involved. They're both accessible. If you call them with an issue, if they can take care of it, it'll be taken care of.
Right.
So you can't beat that.
Right. So that's the two people you wanted to brag on.
Well, then again, we
You got
gotta-
more?
Chuck Welch.
Chuck Welch,
Yeah,
Attorney
we got to
General.
make crime
Do you know
illegal
him?
again. Oh yeah, I know him well.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine that? I mean, what a saying, make crime illegal. I mean, it is sad
It
how
is.
things have gotten.
It is sad, but it's a 100% accurate statement.
Yeah.
So I've known Chuck since he was in the House of Representatives, and of course I know his wife from high school.
That's right.
So
You and Doug, and is her name Jane?
yes,
Y'all went to high school
all
together.
went to high school together, all in the same
That
class.
would be a show in itself.
Well, let's do it.
What everybody remembers about each other in high school.
Oh, well, then let's not do it. Yeah, but, Chuck, he's the most qualified person for the job. Without
What makes you think that?
his experience
What experience?
as a judge,
Okay.
as a House of Representatives. For
You're
his
saying just
district,
all the
as
things
a-
he's done
yes,
has prepared him
yes,
for this time.
Yes, his previous career has
Aligned
prepared
him.
him to take this
He's
job
also
over.
a lawyer, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
and Jim, he was retired, and all of a sudden, crime's out of hand, and
I'm sure it's hard for him to sit back as being a judge and seeing everything being treated so leniently.
exactly.
In other
so,
words. So that's what he's doing.
So he's thrown his name in the ring for us, and I think we need to get out and meet him and then vote for him in the primary.
He's getting around, I'll say that.
He is. He is.
He's doing a lot of videos. And
he's
so
being well received everywhere he goes.
Yeah,
So.
I've had him on a couple times. I like him. I think he's a real good guy.
I saw him.
We'll do a good job for us.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else? Do you know Debbie Short?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, do you mind if we do her segment in the middle of this?
No, go ahead.
That way I don't have to cut you loose. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's
Is
super.
Debbie there? Debbie, are you there?
I am here, Jim. Good morning.
Well, we are so honored to hear your voice today.
And I am honored to be there with you via phone. I'm sorry I can't be there in person. I love to come and have some breakfast with Chef Fred and Mike Mercer and the whole gang there, and I'm sorry I can't be there today.
Okay. Are you watching us?
I am. Well, I'm not watching it right now because I'm talking on the phone with you, but I have been watching the show this morning, yes.
Do we seem to be okay and acting all right?
Absolutely. It's like I said, it's an honor and privilege to be included in your program, so thanks for taking my call.
Now, we're going to talk about the Barbara K. Brooks Transition House, and we're going to talk about supporting it through Do More 24, correct?
That's correct. That's what I'd like to talk about.
Well, you go.
Okay. So for those people who are listening and watching and don't know, Do More 24 is a 24-hour fundraising program developed by the United Way of Delaware and a company called Spur Impact. And how it works is from March 3rd at 6 p.m. till March 4th at 6 p.m., nonprofits in Delaware try to raise as much money as they can to support their organizations. So last year, almost $2 million were raised by the generosity of people in Delaware.
Wow, that's a lot of
and
money.
of that $2 million, we were really fortunate to receive just over $40,000 in donations. And that money went to helping women in Sussex County who have life challenges, who may be homeless and looking for a place to live. They may be in recovery from different life-controlling circumstances. And our organization provides safe and sober housing for them. We provide encouragement and just help them get their lives back on track. Some folks are just needing some guidance, and that's what our home gives them. The money donations go to things like scholarships for women who can't afford housing. They go to anything from cleaning supplies to medications. Like some folks come and they can't afford their medications.
Okay.
Some of our donations go toward things of that nature.
Okay.
So there are some great organizations in Sussex County that are participating. Actually, there are about just over 1,000 people, organizations in Delaware are participating, and in Sussex County there's about a little over 300 of them. And I'll tell you what, us Sussex County organizations really bring it on. Last year, the Shepherd's Office and the Barbara K. Brooks Transition House, raised the most money for small organizations in the state of Delaware. Small organizations are organizations that bring in less than $500,000 a year.
Wow.
So I was pretty honored.
Congratulations.
Pretty honored to be in that group. Well, thank you, and it's just through the generosity of folks. Folks that listen to your show. Last year I was on. They called, contacted me, and made donations. And making donations is really, really easy. You just if I could take a minute to explain to people how to do it.
Go ahead.
So you just Google Do More 24 Delaware. You'll see Do More 24 Delaware 2022 pops up. Click on it. You'll go to a page that says search for your organization. It's going to say, how much time is left in the program coming. In the search bar, all you have to put is Barbara, and it'll click up the Barbara K. Brooks Transition House. And click on that link, and it'll take you to our page that talks about what we're doing, the work we're doing in our community. And right now, you can set a reminder to donate. So go ahead and take those steps, set a reminder to donate, and then you'll get an email on March 3rd saying, don't forget to donate to the Barbara K. Brooks Transition House. And it reminds you because, we're all busy and we forget things.
Right. And they can go to the Barbara K. Brooks Transition Home on Facebook and like that page anyway, just so they know and can learn about it and be aware of it and so on.
Yes. Yeah,
All
there's
right.
photos there. There's a lot of information there.
All right. Well, if that's okay, I'm going to let you go unless you had anything else. I got to keep moving.
I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to discuss this with folks. Thank Colin Walls for all he does to support your show. And just wish us all luck and prosperity on March 3rd and 4th.
Okay. Well, don't be a stranger, okay?
I will probably see you in the next week, okay?
If you see Kevin, tell him I said hi and that I miss him, okay? I've been out of town and I
will.
want to catch up with him.
I will do that. I certainly will do that. And thank you, Jim.
All right. See y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right,
Bye. All right, that Do More 24 is a big deal, everybody. It's one day, raising over $2 million for nonprofits in Delaware. It's a big deal, big deal. So look them up, the Barbara K. Brooks Home, and check them out. All right, Bruce, we can continue on now, okay? So what would you like to talk about? We got about 5 more minutes we can go.
I heard you and Colin talking about TV Delmarva on the way over. And when I'm at work, I got dual monitors, and I'm getting old, so I have my Alexa remind me of everything. So at 3:58,
Time to stop eating, Bruce.
At 3:58, it reminds me that the news is coming on 4.
Okay.
So I go on the internet and throw it up on one monitor and continue
Okay.
working. And you know, these young men are just outstanding doing
They
this
are.
news and weather. But when I'm at home, I never hear anybody talk about this. I have smart TVs.
Right.
I don't need a Roku. So
Okay.
I log on the internet app, and then I
Okay.
just type in
And watch
tvdelmarva.com
it there.
in the hyperlink, and
Okay.
page down and click watch live, and there you go.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
So I love TV Delmarva, especially the
good.
news.
Isn't it
So-
neat to see it like start from scratch and
Yeah.
now
It's
it's,
up
a
and
TV
coming.
station and
Yeah.
it's the cat's meow.
Yeah, well, hopefully it'll be on cable soon.
It will be if we all just get out there and vote, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
All right. So anything else? You got any motorcycle adventures coming up?
Well, it's funny you say that. I'm planning to go down to the Outer Banks for Bike Week, the end of April.
Driving or hauling it?
I'm hoping to come see you and buy a trailer and
Really?
haul it. Yeah,
Going to pull it with what kind of vehicle?
with a CRV. I'm
Okay,
gonna do a
okay.
5x8 and
Okay.
take your advice you gave me.
I will
in
go
the
just
past.
a little bigger, but that's up to you. But
I want to keep it small.
well, I'd go
but
5x10 then.
I'm going to keep the bike is back in the back,
Right.
as you suggested,
Right.
to keep the weight over the wheels.
That would be my
So,
recommendation. But look at
yeah.
a 5x8, but look at a 5x10. I don't think there's but a couple $100 difference. But it's just with the 5x10, you have more options of pulling it further back or forward or something. The more you can get that thing away from the ball, the
Right.
further back,
Right.
it tows better.
Well, I'm
But
sure your
you'll
staff
get it
will
figured
take
out.
great care of me.
Yep. Well, we're ready for
So,
you. We
yeah.
have trailers, believe it or not. I mean, I have grossly overstocked. I really have a lot of trailers. So, in other words, I've kind of overstocked.
Well, that's
But,
a good idea in this
yeah.
climate, where you can't get
Oh,
anything.
Bruce, I don't know
People
what
still,
the future holds.
People still
I don't-
need trailers, so
Right.
you're blessed to be able to overstock.
But I don't know what freight's going to be. I don't know what anything's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Well,
So-
every project I'm doing, Jim, this year is cost plus, also referred to as open book, which means it's my cost plus profit and
Right.
overhead
Right.
charge because of the fluctuation in materials.
Yep.
I can't give you a contract and materials go up 50%. And
Bruce wouldn't be here next year
right.
if you had to eat that.
But there's two sides of that coin. Suppose I sign a contract and materials go down
That's
50%.
right, yep,
I want my
yep.
clients to get those savings.
Right.
Because
if this went up, that went
Right.
down, it helps.
Right. So, it's fair
And you
to
show
both
them the
sides.
receipts is how you
They
do it.
get when we send out a bill, it itemizes everything on it, and they get a receipt for
Okay.
every charge on there. That's why it's called open
It's
book.
very unique how you do it. You basically say, I'll find you the contractors, I'll coordinate everything.
Yep.
They pay you more like a fee to be the designer and the coordinator and the manager. They get you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yep.
And all the rest is whatever all the rest is.
And it's the only way to get a Bruce Mears design.
Right. I think it's pretty
So,
cool.
people call up and say, well, will you just sell us a design? I'm like, no, that's not. I struggle to stay
do that.
current
Right.
on my projects, and I build them because if I just
Right.
took someone else's plans and built, I'd just be a builder.
Wouldn't be as exciting.
And I wake up.
And you're
in
only
the
looking to
morning-
build one a year.
Well, we're
maybe
doing 4
two.
this year. Yeah.
You're doing 4 this
Yeah,
year?
It depends on how
Holy
big they are.
mackerel.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a phone call? Bruce, we got a phone call.
Oh, my.
All right, stay in ready.
Hope it's not for me.
I hope it's not. I hope they don't have any handcuffs. All right.
Oh, no.
Anyway, caller, are you there?
Hey, Jim, this is Guada calling you from Houston.
Now, Guada who? Who is this Guada lady? You're calling us from Houston, Delaware?
Houston.
Houston, Texas.
Are you really in Texas?
Yeah, we are in Texas, both
Wow.
Brad and I.
And what are you doing there? Are you vacationing?
No, working.
Working. Okay. All right.
So we just wanted to say hi, and I'm glad you and Denise are back and you had a good vacation. Say hi to Linda and Jim and the Breakfast Club, whoever's in there.
Yep, they're here. Frank's here. And
I would like to congratulate Colin Wolf during this second. That young man is...
he bought a new pickup.
No, get married. I know you was going to get married too. So
Yeah.
I was thinking of him that day. We were here. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that we are listening all the way here in Clear Lake, Texas, near NASA Johnson Space Center. And you are clear and can be heard. I tried via Facebook for TV Delmarva. There's a little bit of delay, but I can see you guys.
All right. Well, good.
So
Well, we
thanks.
appreciate you calling in. We missed you today. I wondered where you were.
Yeah, we are in Houston.
And on
Not
the day Colin got married, they also had breakfast, and they got the 222.
Oh,
No, I don't know. All right. Well, tell Brad I said hi.
I will. He's beside me right now.
All right. You two take care.
All right.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. I don't know if you know Guada.
I don't
In
think
other
so.
words, she's
I
very.
don't think I've ever met
well,
her.
she actually works and makes them spacesuits.
Oh, yeah, I've heard you talk about her
Right,
before.
and Brad, her husband,
Right.
also did, and he retired. And but between the two of them, they do some different things, and they're very nice people. They've been supportive of the show. They come here sometimes. They go on Friday morning sometimes, and they're good people. We appreciate her very much.
Outstanding.
All right. I don't really have anything else to tell you. You got anything else to tell me?
Well, I think maybe in May you need to bring our friend Tim down for a house
You
tour.
coordinate that. Oh, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
thought you meant on the show.
No,
I
no,
thought you
no,
meant
no,
on the
no,
show.
no, for a
Okay.
house tour. Now,
Tim,
I bought lunch
house
last
tour.
time.
Okay.
All right. Just
We'll see
throw
if he
that
can
out
handle
there.
tour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tim,
and-
a house tour in May?
Yeah, maybe. Why not? He loves
Okay.
it.
Oh, he does.
Okay.
I agree.
And
I thought you said get Tim on this show. I'm thinking
no.
that ain't going to happen.
No.
So,
And Jim, I'm of the opinion we're from Sussex County. We can pronounce those town names our way.
right. I guess we can.
We got
And
our own way.
gazebos and
We got our own
gazebos
way
and-
of saying things.
That's right.
And,
As long as the check clears the bank, who
yeah,
cares?
folks seem to not mind, and they love us
Right.
anyway. So
Good. Hey, have
Yeah.
I gave you a keychain yet?
No, I heard the collector's items.
They are. Well, I got two different versions. There's a Weller Does Delmarva.
Nice.
And then here's a Weller's Tire Service Utility Trailers one, okay?
I think the Weller Does Delmarva will be my collector's item.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you two of these, too.
Okay.
Do you eat ice
Thank
cream?
you. Oh, yeah.
Vanderwin's
I eat
okay?
ice cream. I love Vanderwins. They're the best. I eat too much ice cream, Jim.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Like, what is too much? How much ice cream is too much? I mean, I know no limits.
According to my doctor, any is too much
Okay.
because of the sugar value. But if it's in the freezer, it haunts me. I'm going to eat it
Gotta
until
go.
it's gone.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Don't want it to
Yeah.
go bad.
No, that's right.
Right.
Yeah, it could
It's all
spoil.
about worrying about the
right.
ice cream.
We could lose electric. It could
Right.
melt.
You don't want to waste the ice
No,
cream.
no.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I found a new belt. I bought a new belt. It's all like weavy, and it has no holes. You just take the little thing, and wherever you put it, it'll go through the belt.
I might need a couple.
I'm
of
like,
them.
this is the greatest belt,
might
everybody.
need a couple
I
of
don't
them.
have to worry about trying to match up to a certain hole.
Right.
It's like wherever the little tong goes, you just push the weavy stuff over it, and it makes its own hole.
Right. You go out to the all you can eat. You can make an adjustment.
I'm good to go. So, all right, I am going
All
to
right.
leave you.
All right,
okay?
my friend.
Thanks a
It's
lot. Have a
always
good
a
weekend.
pleasure.
Okay.
Okay, you too.
All right,
Thank
we'll
you.
see you, Bruce. All right, everybody. There he goes, Bruce Mears, man of all traits. So anyway. What else is going on? I want to say thanks a lot. We've had phone calls. We got Guada called all the way from Texas. We appreciate that. Her and Brad are watching, and Jim and Linda did a good job last week. And I'm a happy guy. Everything is good. Is Linda right around the corner? Linda, come over real quick for just a second. we've got an award for Linda, okay? Linda is one of the most intelligent people I've ever met, right behind all the other intelligent people I've ever met. I'm going to give you 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's.
Yes.
Because Jim is telling me that he's wanting an ice cream.
He
no,
wants
he wants
a
a
milkshake. Yes.
All right. So thanks a lot for all you did last week. It was amazing. In other words, I never seen anybody work so hard. It was just,
I try. I want to please you.
well, you took the iPad home and charged it up.
I did.
I called her to remind her, and she's like, I already got it under control. I'm like, wow, where did all these brains come from? So,
Yeah, that.
all right. Anything else going on with you?
Not really. We're going to a cheerleader competition tomorrow with our granddaughter.
Really?
Yeah, to
Wow.
see our
Where's
granddaughter.
that at?
Lake
Wilmington or
Forest.
something? Lake
No.
Forest. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't fall in the pool.
Yeah, she's 5 years old, and
Really?
she's what they call a flyer.
Really?
They put her up.
Wow. So she's not scared of heights.
No, not at
and
all.
she trusts her friends.
And she loves it. Loves every minute
Wow.
of it. Well, thank
good
you for
job.
this.
What was it like without us last week?
I missed you. I really did. But Dan is.
He's something.
He's a sweetheart.
He's amazing.
He really is.
He's the smartest guy I've ever known.
Yeah. I just took
Starting to
direction.
say
I
that.
took direction from him.
Oh, he's good. He's a
Yeah.
good guy.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But-
thank you very much.
No, thank you
and
for letting me do it.
Okay. All right. All right. That was Linda. Linda Bosco. That is Jim Bosco's better half. Yes, he even agreed with me. All right. So anyway, we're about out of time. Thank you so much for watching the show. People say, Jim, you act like you like doing this show. I love doing this show, everybody. I love it. If I wasn't paid so much, I'd do this show for nothing, to be honest with you. But anyway, so we do it every week. If you ever want to be on or you want me to advertise for you, get up with me and we'll see what we can do to work it out, okay? That's it, folks. God bless you. Have a good weekend. Check out TV Delmarva. It's got a lot going on, and there's another show coming on right after me. You don't want to miss it. See ya. Bye. All right, we're going to finish up with the TV Delmarva side of things, and I just want to remind you, we don't talk about it as much as we used to, but there are advertising opportunities. So if your business is looking to say, you know, the busy season's coming, the sun's going to shine, and people are out spending their tax returns, and I want to advertise, I'm on TV Delmarva. I highly recommend it. You ought to check it out. Just get up with Colin, 302-242-8015. I'll see you. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.